Hi, welcome back guys. This is your sensei, back with another fanfiction. This is the movie of What If Blind Naruto Got Harem? Now before starting, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want more videos like this. Now let's get into the fanfic. As the kid started to wake up, he slowly opened the eyes, stretched out his arm and let out a cute yawn. Tsunade was holding herself going there and squishing his cheeks. Naruto started to look around and was startled by the amount of people standing there and looking at him. So he ran to the person he recognized and hid behind his leg and started to shake with the fear of getting hurt. This action brought frown on the faces of the people in the room as they could not believe that just the presence of people could shake the child so much. Itachi picked the boy from behind his leg and hugged him. As he slowly started to tap on boy's back which calmed the boy down. Tsunade was not pleased with the condition in which boy was in. She went and punched Jiraiya in face which resulted in him going through a wall. Tsunade, you see that? What your negligence has caused. The child has developed trauma. Jiraiya was unable to meet the eyes of Tsunade as his conscience would not let him. He felt responsible for what Naruto has to go through because of him. Tsunade then looked at Here-sensei. You are the Hokage of the village and you could not protect a single child. You should be ashamed of yourself. Tsunade then looked at Naruto who silently looking at the scene unfold. She walked toward him. Naruto flinched at this, he felt he would be beaten again. Tsunade picked the boy now she was face to face with him. Tears started to flowing her eyes as she hugged him tightly continuously apologizing for not being there for him. Naruto was confused with all the attention he was getting. He was more confused about why the lady was apologizing to him. It was new for him as it usually him that apologized to the people. Naruto did not know what to do in this situation so he just hugged her back till she calmed down. Tsunade then looked at Naruto who was still comprehending the situation. She kissed the kid on his cheek, which caused a small blush on his face as it was first time he was receiving affection. Tsunade saw this could. This made Naruto smile for the first time. People were blinded by the brightness as his smile was brighter than the sun itself. His smile lifted the mood of everyone. Jiraiya, his smile will kill girls when he will grow up, he will be ladies' man for sure. Tsunade, oh they can try to go after my kid and they will feel the raft of my fist. Naruto perked up at this statement. Naruto, so you are my mama? Naruto asked with hopeful eyes. Tsunade had a caring smile plastered to her face. She just nodded as Naruto hugged her tightly as tears flowed through his eyes. Tsunade retuned his hug with equal enthusiasm. As the mood was calmed down Hiruzen was sitting on his chairs, with Itachi dog and cat behind him. Tsunade was sitting across the table with Naruto on her lap holding her hand who was afraid that she would disappear if he let her go. Jiraiya was sitting on the next chair. Shizune was standing behind Tsunade. Tsunade, where are you planning to take Naruto? Do you have a place in mind? Asked Hiruzen. I have a place near the old Uzumaki compound which is seal protected. Nobody can enter there except Senju or Uzumaki bloodlines so it is fully protected. Jiraiya, nice thinking there would be resources for Naruto to learn fuinjutsu as nobody was able to loot that area because of the BLD seals. Everyone nodded in agreement except Naruto who was asleep on Tsunade's lap. Hiruzen gave Tsunade a scroll. What is this sensei? Asked Tsunade. Hiruzen, this is a scroll which Minato has written for Naruto. Why have you not given him this? Asked clearly irritated Tsunade. It has a time and BLD seal on it. It can only be opened by Naruto when he is 8 years old. Said Hiruzen. Itachi, sir, if you don't mind me asking, why has Naruto's lineage not made public? People would have worshipped him if they knew he was the son of late 4th Hokage. How do you know that he is the son of 4th? Asked shocked Hiruzen. Well, nobody in Konoha has the same blonde hair and blue eyes other than 4th. Said Itachi like it was so obvious. Hiruzen, well, it was to protect him from Minato's enemy but the plan backfired, now they hate the legacy of their savior. Dog, well, can't they see the resemblance? Hiruzen, people don't like to relate God with demons. Kakashi. As they were talking a voice from Naruto came. They are lucky I am sealed or I would have shown them what a demon looks like. Hiruzen got up from the seat, bowed his head and thanked the QB for helping them heal Naruto. You just avoided your village being destroyed. The pent-up anger inside the kid would have been exploded and there would have nothing left of the village. Hiruzen and everyone was glad a disaster was saved. You blonde women, I have taken a liking to the kid, hurt him and feel the my raft. That goes for any one of you. Everyone was shocked that Nine Tails liked Naruto. Tsunade promised to take good care of him, to which Nine Tails just huffed. Tsunade was about to leave when Danzo barged into the room. He saw Tsunade carrying the kid. Danzo, where do you think you are taking the property off the village? Then demon belongs the village. He is our weapon. Tsunade lost it after hearing this statement. She handed Naruto to Jiraiya. In blink of eye, Tsunade appeared in front of Danzo and with her chakra-enhanced fist punched him the face so strong that Danzo's face flew into million small pieces. His headless body laid on the floor with blood splattered all over the wall. It was thanks to the seal that the building was still standing and noise did not went outside. Well, didn't all had the same reaction as the QB. Tsunade, nobody calls my kid a demon and leaves to tell the tale. Sensei, you will take care of it, right? Tsunade smiled, but Killer Intent said otherwise. Hiruzen just nodded his head. Inside he was glad that the war hawk was dead. As Tsunade left, Hiruzen looked at the dead body of Danzo. So Jiraiya, how do you suggest we proceed from now? I say we burn his body so there is no evidence left. We can tell the civilians Naruto and Danzo died and their bodies are missing, said Jiraiya. It's a good idea. Villagers' hate for Naruto will outweigh the concern for Danzo-sama, added Itachi. Who even care for the old fart anyway? Asked Kakashi. Everyone had a little chuckle at this. Hiruzen then ruffled his hair and said Root still cares for him. If he is dead, then the seal he placed on them must start disappearing. We can add them to Umbu and let kids join academy later when they are grown up, suggested Jiraiya. Itachi, bring the Root shinobi in my office. Kakashi, Otter Council to meet me in 10 minutes. Can't you remove any evidence from the office and dispose his body, ordered Hiruzen. All the Umbus left for the task you were given. Jiraiya, you will come in between the meeting telling that you have found out Tsunade had a kid who is 3 years old, said Hiruzen. What good will it do? Asked Jiraiya. There are 2 reasons. 1. Naruto will get the respect he deserves. 2. They will forget about Naruto quickly. What do you mean by that? Asked Jiraiya. Oh, village does not know the name of Naruto. They call him Demon, so they forget about Demon. Now do you get it? Jiraiya simply nodded. Kakashi came into the room informing that the council has arrived. Hiruzen left for the meeting with Kakashi. Hiruzen reached the meeting and found both civilian and shinobi sections sitting waiting for him. Hiruzen, sorry to summon you all here suddenly, but we have just received the news that Naruto, Uzumaki as well Danzo are missing from village. We are suspecting that they are kidnapped or dead. As this statement left the mouth of Hiruzen, civilians started to celebrate. Shinobi side also celebrate except Nara, Hyuga, Inuzuka, Akimichi, Uchiha clan head. Shikaku got annoyed after seeing all this. What is to celebrate? Our village just lost a kid and veteran, shouted Nara clan leader. Civilian one, what do you mean by kid? He was a demon. Danzo was a small sacrifice for village to be free from demon. Kakashi on hearing this lost it. He jumped with his lightning infused in his hand to kill the civilian but was stopped by Fugaku. Fugaku, calm down kid, they don't know the difference between a scroll and kunai. You can't explain idiots. This statement started a conflict between civilian and shinobi side. Hiruzen released his killing intent to calm them down. Fugaku, this is a big problem. QB was protecting other villages from attacking us, but now they have nothing to fear. If they have the kid and he is alive, it's over for our village. Shikaku, true boy must hate us for how he has been treated. Fugaku, you can't blame the kid now, can you? Hiruzen, his parents must be turning in their graves after seeing how you all treated their legacy. Just hope nobody revive them or it will be even worse than QB attack. Civilian 2, his parents can't be that strong. Hiruzen, oh, you have no idea how dangerous they are. They had a bounty of 500 million Ryo on their head combined. Fugaku, who were they? It's a SS plus secret, it cannot be disclosed under any situation, said Hiruzen in serious tone. As all this was going on, a smoke popped and came Jiraiya. He went to Hiruzen and whispered something to him, after which he stood behind Hiruzen. Hiruzen, We have received a very important news from Jiraiya, stating that he has found out Tsunade has given Bjartich to the heir of Senju clan. He is of 3 years as off now. Everyone had their jaws on the floor. Nara troublesome blonde. Civilian 3, we have a festival now. The demon is dead and Senju clan finally has a hire. I am not doubting your ability Jiraiya-sama, but are you 100% sure? Jiraiya, I am sure as I have seen the kid with my own eyes. That removed any doubt from mind everyone. Civilian 2, so when do we get to meet him? Jiraiya, you will have to wait quite a time as Tsunade does not plan on returning to village in near future. Hamura, she has no right to do that. She must bring back the kid so he could be made strong for the village. Jiraiya, you said it once, don't repeat it. Someone said the same to Tsunade. Now he is dead. She is very protective of her kid. She will not hesitate to kill if kid is in the danger. What can you teach the kid? That statement shut him up for good. Well, he is my godson, so I will train him better than you ever can imagine, stated Jiraiya with Tsunade and Shizun. Tsunade and Shizun reached Uzumaki compound. Tsunade looked at the sleeping Naruto and smiled. I don't understand, how can they hurt such a cute kid? Said Shizun. Revenge can make people blind, Shizun, said Tsunade. Now we will look after him and make sure nothing bad happens to him, said Tsunade. Tsunade carrying Naruto entered the compound, but Shizun was stopped by the barrier. Tsunade gave permission to Shizun, then she was able to enter. Uzumaki sealing in, no joke, said a stunned Shizun. Tsunade just smiled to her comment and entered the house. The house was huge with 5 bedroom, 4 washrooms, 1 dining room, 1 lobby and 7 training grounds which were bunker built. Naruto started to wake up and looked at the unfamiliar surrounding, then looked at Tsunade. Good morning, Okaken, Naruto said with a bright smile. Good morning, Naruto, said Tsunade with her equally bright smile. This is your new home, Naruto. Are you hungry? Asked Tsunade. Naruto's stomach growled and answered that question for here. Naruto was now blushing out of embarrassment. Tsunade saw this and started laughing. When was the last time you ate, Naruto-kun, asked Shizun. Oh, I ate recently, just a week ago from dumpster, said sheepishly Naruto. Tsunade stopped laughing and looked at Naruto, who was avoiding looking into her eyes. Shizun, prepare every dish you know. We will celebrate Naruto's welcome to Senju clan, said Tsunade, scratching under ears of Naruto, which made him purr. Tsunade and Shizun cooed at the scene. It had been a week since Naruto moved in with Tsunade and Shizun in Uzumaki compound. Tsunade's thought on Naruto was that he was a hyperactive kid with unlimited stamina. It was very strong for him to sit in a place for more than few seconds. If anything that could make Naruto sit was if she was telling him story about previous Hokages. Naruto really liked 4th and 1st Hokage. He had trouble in believing his Gigi was strong. To him, Hiruzen was just his old man, nothing much other than that. Tsunade found out that whenever Naruto woke, he looked for her. If he was not able to see her, he would start to panic. She assumed that this was caused by Naruto feeling that they would leave him her. So every morning when he got up, he would search for Tsunade, hug her to confirm it was really her, and then proceed with his day. Tsunade knew Naruto was only 3, but she wanted to start his training early as he had a huge target on his back, being her son. She was glad that Hiruzen declared Naruto Uzumaki was dead, so now nobody knew where Nine-Tail was or who was his Jinchuriki. If all of Naruto's information got released, he would be at top of bingo book. Many people will want his head, and she was not willing to risk it. She knew in some part of time truth will come out, and she wanted him to prepare for it. Naruto was playing outside when he heard a voice. Hey brat, can you hear me? Naruto looked around for the source of the voice, but he was unable to see anybody. Then Naruto was suddenly transported to a sewer. Naruto was not surprised. His only thought was Kacchan would be mad if she found out he was all dirty in a sewer. Naruto was thinking that when he heard a full-blown laughter, he decided to follow the voice as there was nothing much he could do. He followed the voice as he reached what looked like a cell. As he got close, he could see 2 huge red eyes staring at him. He was not scared by the size of eyes, but as it started to get close, he started seeing orange fur with 9 long swiping tails. It also has an upper body structure of a human, complete with opposable thumbs on its clawed hands. Naruto's first thought was that fur looks soft, would he mind if I sit on it? Ha ha ha. You are the first one in history of this world, kid, who has looked at me and not begged for life, instead wanted to touch my fur. Naruto then walked into the cell, climbed on Kyuubi's paw and sat on it. As he moved around his hand and truly felt how soft the fur was, he had a smile which went from ear to ear. Kyuubi was surprised, but he knew the brat since he was born, and he knew Naruto was a genius. So he was sure Naruto already knew the kid has figured out who he was. Naruto, it's first time we are meeting face to face, Kyuubi-sama. Yes it is, so how long do you plan to sit on my hand? It's way too comfortable, leave, said Naruto looking toward Kyuubi and smiling. You have a lot of courage, brat. I know you are not a mindless beast and I have nothing to worry about. I like foxes. By the way, you have a name or you want me to give you one, asked Naruto. Kurama. Kurama is my name and feel free to call me whatever you like. Kyu-chan is a good name. From today I will call you Ku-chan, said Naruto. Could have come with a better name, Buitz. Okay, I guess. Secretly Kurama really liked the name but was very shy to show it. Ku-chan, you want me to open the seal? Asked Naruto. Do whatever you like, but please chance the sewer. How do I do that? Asked Naruto, tilting his head slightly. It's your brain, just imagine and it will change. Naruto concentrated and sewer converted into a grass field, then mountain erupted, then came water from it which went to a pond, which was covered with dense forest. For sky he chose a starry night sky with full moon. Kurama was shocked by the scenery. His tail started to wagging his tail. Naruto smiled at which and started to unlock the seal. As he did, he could feel amazing power blowing through him. Naruto, you have just wanted unlocked my full power. It will take some time for your body to get used to it. I will take a nap now. You should return to your world. I will talk to you through mind from now on. Naruto woke up in real world and found that not much time has passed since he entered his mindscape. He could use this to train. Tsunade scooped Naruto and carried him inside. Naruto, I have decided that I will start your training from tomorrow, as you will need to become strong enough to protect yourself, said Tsunade. Naruto asked, if I am strong enough, can I become Hokage? Tsunade smiled, ruffled his hair and said, yes you can. I will help you, brat. Thanks Kurama, said Naruto in his mind. Naruto was excited would be an understatement. He was like a kid on sugar rush, and what was the cause of all this excitement? He was starting his training today. Tsunade came out of the house, looked at Naruto and smiled at his enthusiasm. Naruto, today we will start your basic chakra training. We will start with basic like leaf concentration, tree climbing, and water surface walking exercises. You will need to concentrate on this leaf on your head and prevent it from falling. You are not allowed to touch it. Only use your chakra to do it. Naruto asked what was the purpose of it. It is used how to control their chakra more effectively. However, the true purpose of the exercise is actually to hone the individual's concentration and to keep their mind from becoming distracted. Naruto nodded and started practicing as he was told. It did not take him much time. He did it in his first try. He was able to hold the leaf in its place for then an hour while doing his regular exercise. Tsunade was impressed by the control boy possessed. Naruto, we will start with next exercise, said Tsunade. The next exercise we will do is tree climbing. Practice is a training method used to gain more skills with chakra control. This training involves focusing a fixed amount of chakra to the bottom of one's feet and using that to climb a tree without using one's hands. If the stream of chakra is too weak, the user will lose their footing on the tree and fall off. If it is too strong, the user will be pushed away from the tree, causing the tree to break around the point of contact and the user will fall, explained Tsunade. Naruto nodded and tried to climb tree. He was halfway on the tree. He lost control and was about to fall, but Tsunade caught him mid-air. Nice catch, Kachin, Naruto said, smiling. Now keep your focus and try again, said Tsunade. Next attempt, Naruto was able to climb the tree and reach the top. Nice going, Naruto. Now let's move to next exercise. Follow me to the lake, said Tsunade and led him there. Naruto followed her as they reached a big lake. Next we are going to start water surface walking practice, said Tsunade. She explained, Naruto, this training method is used to gain better chakra control. To do this, the user has to be emitting a constant stream of chakra from the bottom of their feet and using the repellent force to walk across the water surface. This technique is more difficult to master than the tree climbing practice, because the amount of chakra that needs to be emitted changes constantly. Naruto had a strong time in this exercise. It took him 2 days to master it. According to Kurama, it's because Naruto's chakra pool was huge. He was having issue. It was normal for people with large chakra pool to have this problem, and Naruto did not chakra pool but a fing ocean. Tsunade was trying to teach Naruto, but he constantly failed, and this frustrated Naruto. Tsunade was thinking what could be the reasons. Suddenly Naruto's eye changed into red fox eyes. Tsunade brat's chakra reserve is too big. He will not be able to perform this technique. But it's important for a ninja to know clone technique. By the way, how big is his reserve? About the size of an ocean. You should tech him shadow clone technique. It will help him greatly and he will not die off chakra exhaustion. Tsunade nodded, but she still could not believe how big his reserve was at the age of 3. Naruto's eye changed to normal. Tsunade then showed him his hand signs and made 5 solid clones for here. Naruto saw this and did the same. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, as the smoke covered whole area. What Tsunade saw next made her eyes bulge out. There were thousands on Naruto standing in front of her. As Tsunade was taking time, all this Naruto started playing tag with his clone. After few minutes, when Tsunade to get her mind straight, she found Naruto sitting under the tree alone sculling. What happened? Naruto asked a worried Tsunade. I lost the game of tag to my own clone, said Naruto with a pout, which made Tsunade bust in laughter. It happens, Naruto, you win some game, you lose some game, but you always learn from them. Since Naruto you have high chakra reserve, I will teach you my specialty, Tsunade said with a sadistic smirk. She explained how he needs to build up chakra in her fists and release it on contact with a target, causing severe damage. She demonstrated it by creating a crater with her fist. Naruto did the same, but his crater was 10 times the size of Tsunade's. Tsunade held a proud smile on her face by talent and determination he was showing. As days go by, Naruto is taught fuinjutsu by Jiraiya, who visited them, but Tsunade did not want to leave her kid with the pervert, stayed with them helping Naruto and beating Jiraiya if he taught him something perverted. Shizune also helped Naruto with Sunban, with by mistake hit Jiraiya on back and resulted in him jumping like a monkey. It has been 6 months since he moved here. He was having time of his life. One day he was sitting under a tree eating a mango. As he finished, he was sad as mangoes were strong to get. He had heard from his mother that his grandfather could make trees from thin air, so he thought, why can't he grow a tree? He took the seed and planted it in the ground, covered it with some dirt and put his hand over it and started putting his chakra on it. For first few minutes nothing happened, then seed sprouted, a small plant came out of it. Slowly it started to grow. Naruto, seeing this, increased his chakra output and trees stared grow at a first pass. Tsunade, who was drinking sake, dropped it and her jaw hit the flower. Her eyes could not believe would release. Mokutan, which was extinct, had just resurfaced in her son. Naruto, on the other hand, did not cared, as main purposes of him getting mango was fulfilled. He was suddenly hugged from behind by his mother, who had tears in her eyes. Naruto did not know what was it about, but he was not complaining as he liked his mother's hug. Hiruzen was sitting in the office, then a small Katsu appeared on the table carrying a letter. He knew the summon belonged Tsunade and thanked Katsu-sama, then she disappeared. He opened the letter and starting reading it. The first part of the letter was normal, which was about how they have moved and settled down in the compound, with information about how Naruto had started pulling prank on them. It was the second part that blew his mind. It said Naruto had Mokutan. Tsunade had requested Hiruzen to send Itachi with Hashirama-sama's scroll on would release. Hiruzen sighed and summoned Itachi. Itachi appeared. He explained him the full situation and how he has been summoned by Tsunade as she needed help with Naruto's training. Itachi was happy that in would get to see little blonde again, but then his expression changed into one-off worry. What about the coup that the Uchiha were planning? Asked Itachi. You don't need to worry about it. New Root will take care of it with the help of your father, reassured Hiruzen. You leave immediately. Tomorrow only you, Sasuke, Mikoto, Izumi and Fugaku would be the only Uchiha left in the village. Itachi nodded and left. Itachi has been walking for quite a few hours now. As he was about to reach the gates of compound, he was hit by yellow blur in the city, which made him fall on his back. As he lifted his head to see what had hit him, he found it was Naruto, who was hugging tightly with his little hand. Itachi smiled and hugged him back. I missed you, Ani, said Naruto, who was still clinging on to him. Itachi got up, ruffled Naruto's hair. I missed you too, Naruto, said Itachi. Tsunade came out running. Naruto, where are you? Screamed a distressed mother. I am here, Kachin, said Naruto, who still clinging on to Itachi in same manner koala cling on tree. Tsunade saw Naruto and sighed and smiled and walked toward the duo. Naruto, you don't just leave training and dash out of the gate, scolded Tsunade. I sensed Itachi Nii-sen coming, so I went to meet him, explained Naruto. Still, you need to tell your mother where you going, you don't just run off. Got it, Naruto, said Tsunade. Naruto nodded. Itachi, who was silently watching the interaction between mother and son with a smile on his face, he was happy that Naruto finally has the home he wanted and will be safe here. Itachi then bowed to Tsunade and greeted her. Tsunade nodded in acknowledgement and asked how he was doing. They both chatted for a while, then they went in the house. Shizun showed Itachi his room. Naruto went to garden to practice with Tsunade. Itachi fell on bed and instantly fell asleep as he was tired after the journey. Itachi directly woke up next day. He joined everyone for breakfast. Itachi Nii-sen, today you are going to teach me? Naruto asked with star in his eyes. Today I will teach you how to use your eye, said Itachi while patting his head. Naruto was jumping up and down with excitement. Be prepared to get shocked, Itachi. The kid Naruto absorbs information faster than sponge absorbs water. As they finished breakfast, Naruto and Itachi reached training ground. Tsunade and Shizun sat on the porch looking at the duo from a safe distance. Itachi began to demonstrate him the moves and Naruto replicated them perfectly. Naruto, now I will show you ability that can be done by Mangekyo Sharingan. You are not allowed to use this techniques unless it's life or death situation. Naruto nodded. Activate your Mangekyo Sharingan. Naruto's 3 Tomo Sharingan started spinning and his Mangekyo Sharingan came to life. Naruto, the eyes you have belonged to Shursui Uchiha, a very close friend of mine. Every Mangekyo Sharingan has a unique ability. Shursui had the ability that he could use Kodo Amatsukami, a powerful genjutsu that manipulates a target's thoughts so perfectly and absolutely that no one completely, including the target, would have the slightest idea that they were being controlled. However, this technique can't be used with the same eye again until after a PRD of time. The technique allows the user to enter the mind of any individual within their field of view and manipulate them by giving them false experiences, making it seem as if they were doing things of their own free will. It is regarded as a genjutsu of the highest caliber, due to the victim being entirely unaware that they are being manipulated. Itachi then made a shadow clone of himself and asked Naruto to cast Kodo Amatsukami on it. Naruto looked in the eyes of clone and yelled Kodo Amatsukami. Slowly clone started to move on his own and picked Naruto and made him sit on his shoulder. Then the clone turned and looked Itachi in the eyes with Naruto sitting on his shoulder with a smug look on his face. Naruto, never in a million years I would have hoped someone can pull it off in their first attempt. As the clone disappeared, a chibi Kurama spawned on Naruto's head. Naruto, whatever, you don't use this ability in front of any biju. We hate being control, it could mess our brain. Only Madara Uchiha was able to control me with his eyes. Did his eye cast Kodo Amatsukami too? Asked Itachi out of his interest. I don't know about that, but he could cast a Susanoo. But these cause you to go blind if you are not an pure Uchiha. So I will go blind, asked a sad Naruto. No, you won't, as me and Senju BLD prevent it from happening, but Itachi will go blind if you don't get operated. You either get operated or have Senjutsu implanted in your optic nerve. It will not hinder your power. I will do the operation for you. After all, you gave my kid eyesight, said Tsunade. Itachi bowed and thanked Tsunade for help. Hey kid, I am hungry, feed me. Naruto held Kurama and went to get some food. Itachi was flabbergasted. So this is the 9-tail every shinobi nation fears, said Itachi. He has a soft spot for Naruto. According to him, Naruto's chakra is similar to his father. He feels connected with him, answered Tsunade. Naruto was stoked today as it was his 8th birthday. He got off the bed and ran down to his mother. Tsunade was making a cake in the kitchen when suddenly she was hugged from behind. Good morning, Okasan, who was hugging her from behind, jumping up and down in excitement. Tsunade smiled and ruffled Naruto's hair. Good morning to you too, Naruto. Tanjobayo Mideto, happy birthday, Naruto, said Tsunade while hugging the Naruto. Arigato gozaimasu okei-san, said Naruto. Is Gigi, Ero-sensei, Itachi nii and Kakashi nii coming? Asked Naruto in a hopeful tone. He was not too optimistic as Gigi was Hokage, he had important work to do. Itachi and Kakashi nii had umbu duty to fulfill. Of course they will come Naruto-kun, after all it's your birthday, said Tsunade while smiling. Tsunade was very pleased how Naruto has grown up to be. He was respectful toward elder, kind to everyone and very protective of her. She still remembered the day when Jiraiya tried to peek on her while she was taking a shower. Naruto saw it and punched Jiraiya through the wall and continued to do until he was unconscious. Jiraiya never tried that again. As she was thinking that, Seal alerted that someone was outside the house. She went and opened the door and outside were Hiruzen, Itachi, Kakashi and Jiraiya. Glad you all made it. Naruto would have been sad if you did not came. Well, I can't see my favorite blonde sad. So I had to come, said Hiruzen. Naruto heard the noise and came to see what was going on. Naruto jumped and hugged Hiruzen. I missed you, Naruto-kun, said an emotional Hiruzen. I miss you to Gigi, said Naruto. Naruto then hugged everyone. Naruto with Itachi and Kakashi went outside. Tsunade sat in living room with Jiraiya and Hiruzen. Naruto has turned out a fine boy. Tsunade, you did a good job preventing Naruto from preventing Naruto to turn out like Jiraiya. Jiraiya tried to protest but was shut down by a punch on head from Tsunade. Today is the day Naruto will be able to open the scroll, said Hiruzen. Not gonna lie, I am excited to see what's in it too, said Tsunade. Outside, Naruto was showing the progress he had made since the last time Itachi was here. Kakashi had his bigger than the plate. Itachi was impressed. You have come quite far, Naruto, so today I will teach you a special technique since it's your birthday. I have already learned Kodo Amatsukami and Amaterasu. Today I will teach you Susanoo, said Itachi. Susanoo has 4 forms: skeleton Susanoo, humanoid Susanoo, armored Susanoo, complete body Susanoo. Itachi showed him every type of Susanoo. Kakashi was looking from far as he did not wish to be crushed. Everyone came out to see what the commotion was about. Kakashi, what was the noise we heard? Asked Tsunade. Itachi is teaching Naruto Susanoo. Naruto did word for word as he was told. The next thing that happened shocked everyone to its core. Naruto pulled of a complete body Susanoo in first attempt. Susanoo then turned and looked towards Tsunade and started jumping up and down, which caused small earthquake. Okay, can look what I learned, said a happy Naruto from inside the Susanoo. Everyone had a huge sweat drop. Naruto then deactivated Susanoo, then went to Itachi. How was it, Itachi-ne-san? Asked a smug Naruto. Naruto, I have never seen someone pull of a perfect Susanoo in their first attempt. As everyone approached them, Itachi went and kneeled down in front of Hiruzen. What are you doing? Itachi asked confused Hiruzen. I have a request, Hiruzen-sama, said Itachi still on his knees. You don't need to be formal with me. Speak what's in your mind. When Naruto becomes Genin, I want him on my team, said Itachi. Everyone was surprised by it, but Tsunade smiled and said it was already decided. Itachi, you and Naruto will run a 2-man team, as others will slow you down. Hiruzen then looked at Itachi and asked, are Susanoo supposed to be this big? I am not sure, but Naruto has Kurama in him, so it may be because of his chakra. Suddenly a smoke popped and Kurama was sitting on Naruto's head. He did not use my chakra, it was all his own. Everyone except Tsunade were surprised by the news. Naruto, try again, but use my chakra this time. Naruto went to his original position and this time his Susanoo was thrice the original size. I will keep my mouth shut from now, said Hiruzen. Everyone laughed, at which Naruto cut his birthday cake and everyone gave him his present. Tsunade went into her room and brought out a scroll. Naruto, this is a scroll your father left for you. He wanted you read it when you turned 8 years. Naruto knew who his father and mother were, but he knew they left something for him. He took the scroll as soon as touched the scroll. Scroll started to shin and came out 2 scroll from it. One was yellow, other one was red. Naruto opened the yellow scroll first. Dear Naruto, if you are reading this, Naruto means that I have successfully sealed QB inside you and me. You must be wondering how cruel I can be to seal him inside you, but I cannot think of anyone who will treat him fairly other than you. As Kyuubi was sealed inside your mother, it developed a connection with you. I don't want it to take that away from him. Naruto, I hope the village will look at you with hope to protect them as you carry the burden that will make most people go insane. I hope you will turn out to be a kind-hearted man. I am leaving all my fortune on your name with my technique, which are sealed inside at the last of letter. Naruto, I ask you look after my student as he will alone after Mai and Kushina's death. At the right-hand corner is a seal in which there is a scroll. Give him that. Your loving father, Minato. Naruto had tears rolling down his eyes. He opened the seal and gave Kakashi his scroll. As Kakashi opened the scroll came out 50 limited edition Ika with writer signed on it. What are those? Asked Naruto. Tsunade covered his eyes and ears and looked at Kakashi. You better hide them or I will burn them, warned Tsunade. Kakashi quickly hid them. Naruto then opened his seal and came out many scroll and box. Naruto opened the box and it had tree-tipped kunai in them. Naruto neatly packed them and opened the red scroll. Dear Naruto, I hope you are doing well. Naruto, I hope you eat your food on time. I hope you eat your vegetables. I would like to present there to see you, but circumstance prevent me from doing this. I know you must hate me and Minato to place the burden on you, but please forgive us. I hope you turn out like your father, a strong, kind-hearted shinobi. I don't know what to say to you. I would have liked to see you one last time. That's why I have sealed a scroll with my katana in last part. After you read the spell, destroy it. Its name is Kuchios, Edo Tensei. Your loving mother Kushina Uzumaki Hiruzen shouted. How did she get that forbidden jutsu? She was the wife of Hokage. She had access to all information, said Kakashi. Naruto opened the seal and came out a 2-scroll and appealing katana. First scroll was Kuchios, Edo Tensei. Second scroll was Kongo Fusa. Adamantine sealing chains, it's Kushina Senpai's sword, said Kakashi. Naruto was in complete awe and was happy that now he had a way to meet his parents. It has been few days since Naruto's birthday. Everyone had left for Konoha. Naruto was mastering the jutsu he got from his birthday. Naruto did his first, Kuchios, Edo Tensei, on his birthday as he really wanted to meet his father and mother. Jiraiya agreed as he was present there for supervision. Flashback: everyone came to garden as Tsunade did not wanted her floor to be destroyed. Naruto used the DNA left on the katana and kunai. Naruto then made a BLD clone to sacrifice as Minato's soul was trapped in stomach of the Shinigami. He found the Shinigami mask. A mask resembling the Shinigami's face. It resided on a wall inside the Uzumaki clan's mask storage temple. Naruto made hand signs. Tiger, snake, dog, dragon clap. Kuchios, Edo Tensei, as Naruto's palm touched the ground, seal spread across the grass. As the ground split, 2 coffin came out from the ground as their lid fell. Everyone could see the former Hokage and his wife as the souls from Shinigami's stomach entered the bodies. They slowly started moving. Kushina and Minato opened their eyes. Kushina's eye landed on Naruto as she jumped on him, hugged him tightly as tears rolled down her eye while saying how much she missed him. Minato soon joined the hug as tears rolled down from eyes of everybody. Minato then asked how was his life, why he was not in village. Naruto explained how he was treated in the village, how he almost died and Tsunade took care of him and how much she loved him. Minato was furious how the village treated him. He was glad Naruto found someone who truly cherished him. Kushina went and hugged Tsunade tightly, telling how grateful she was. Then her hair started to float in air as an image of devil appeared behind her. They will pay for what they have done to my kids, Kushina roared and tried to head toward village to destroy it. Tsunade, Shizune, Hiruzen, Minato all had to put a combined effort to stop her from going to destroy the village. Kurama popped on Naruto's head to watch the entertainment. Kurama gave popcorn to Naruto, Itachi and Kakashi as they watched from sideline. After Kushina calmed down, she looked at Naruto, who now had Kyuubi sitting on his head eating popcorn. Minato was shocked to see Naruto's interaction with Kyuubi. Then a proud feeling emerged as he did what nobody was able to do, he befriended the Kyuubi. Then they all had a long chat. Minato gave Naruto other half of Kyuubi. Kushina thanked Kyuubi for saving Naruto and apologized to him as how she treated him. Kurama waved it off, saying it was not her fault, that is what people are taught. Naruto then released the jutsu as a coffin came and took their body back. Flashback END Naruto was having trouble while practicing wood release. As he did not have teacher who could teach him that. Suddenly he got brilliant idea to summon his great-grandfather. As he had the necklace which he got from his Okaken on his birthday. Tiger, snake, dog, dragon clap. Kuchios, Edo Tensei, a coffin came out of the ground as lid fell came out a tall man with tan skin and dark eyes. He had waist-length black hair typically styled in a center-parted fringe that framed his face. He often wore the standard shinobi dress of his era, consisting of dark red armor worn over a simple black suit with sandals. This armor was constructed from numerous metal plates, formed into multiple protective guards along his body. Each collar of his shoulder guards bore the Senju symbol. "How are you, kid? Why and how did you summon me?" asked Hashirama, who was confused to how he retuned to the world of living. "My name is Naruto Senju. I am your great-grandson. I summoned you with Edo Tensei as I don't know anybody who could teach me other than you." Naruto was picked in air, hugged tightly by Hashirama, who was happy to see his first great-grandchild. A loud shattering sound was heard as Naruto and Hashirama turned to see that it was Tsunade, who was standing near a shattered glass, who was covering her mouth with her hand. As tear rolled down her eyes, she rushed toward her grandfather and hugged her. Naruto was now squashed between them. Tsunade was happy she got to see her grandfather, but she also scolded Naruto for disrupting his eternal slumber. Hashirama protected Naruto like a good grandfather, saying that he bore anyway. Hashirama then asked Tsunade who she had married and where the rest of clan was. Tsunade explained how she was the only Senju left, how she founded Naruto. Hashirama was disappointed how the village treated Naruto. He was sad to know that Naruto and Tsunade were only Seiju left, but he was sure it would not be for long. Looking at Naruto, he knew girls will throw themselves at Naruto. Hashirama then started teaching Naruto. First thing that he taught him was Moku Bunshin no Jutsu, a clone that is created by using to alter the user's own cells into vegetation. The clones can be as simple in function as a wooden dummy for use in the or completely mobile and able to perform. They have the ability to travel far from the user and are able to communicate with the original. Moreover, since the wood clone has the ability to merge with plants and trees, it is also great for reconnaissance missions. By directly touching the wood clone with his hand, the user can change the shape of the clone. Second was Mokun, Kajakai Korin, taking advantage of the innate properties of which allows the user to force trees to grow on any surface at a rapid pace. The user creates a dense forest of flowering trees. During the forest formation, the user can have the branch restrain any targets that tries to attack the user before the formation of the forest is complete. The pollen produced by these flowers is then released into the atmosphere and when inhaled, renders any afflicted target unconscious. The user can also control where the pollen spreads so it does not affect them nor their comrades. Third was Mokuton, Hobi no Jutsu, quickly creating a dome-like structure in the form of a dragon's face. The user is completely surrounded. Taking advantage of the nature of wood release, this fuinjutsu substantially weakens incoming attacks whilst protecting the user inside. Final was Mokudan, Makyujin no Jutsu. After forming the required hand seals, the user creates an enormous statue-like creature out of wood. This humanoid creature with a full body and an oni-like face is usually created with a wrapped around its torso, and is generally used in battle as an avatar. The wooden dragon can be multiplied and be used to attack its enemies directly as well. He also taught Naruto Senjutsu. Naruto learned them but would take him years to master it. As Hashirama was being released, he looked at Tsunade and said, "You need to give the kid talk," with a grin, and he disappeared. "What did Great Gigi mean?" asked the innocent Naruto. Tsunade sighed and took Naruto inside for the talk. Today was good day for Hiruzen. His favorite blonde would be retuning to the village after 8 years. This morning he received a message from Tsuna that Naruto Shizun and she would reach Konoha today. Hiruzen was excited to see Naruto as he last saw him on his birthday. It has been 4 years since. He was not the only one who was this excited, as Itachi and Kakashi were excited too. The news of Tsunade's return has not been made public yet, as it would cause commotion. As Izumo Kamizuki and Kotetsu Hagane were sitting at gates reading book. They sensed 3 people approaching the village gate. They looked at the direction and found 2 female and 1 male approaching them. Izumo recognized the lady and took off to inform the Hokage. As the members approached the gate, Kotetsu bowed. "Welcome back, Lady Tsunade," Kotetsu said, still bowing. "You can stop bowing, mother does not like to treat it as a princess," said the male. Kotetsu was confused at first, then it struck him he was the son of Slug Princess, heir of Senju clan. Kotetsu then was going to bow to him but was stopped. "I don't like people bow to me. You can call me Naruto." As this was going on, Hiruzen arrived. He was shocked to see how much Naruto has grown. He was almost the same height as Tsunade and he was only 12. He wore gray umbu pants with black boots and black full-sleeves shirt which was covered by his armor. That was constructed from numerous metal plates, formed into multiple protective guards along his body. Each collar of his shoulder guards bore the Senju symbol. He had the same hair as the Shodai Hokage but blonde. Naruto saw him and ran to hug him. Hiruzen retuned the hug with equal enthusiasm. "I missed you, Gigi," said Naruto while holding him tightly. "You don't know how long I have waited for you return," said Hiruzen smiling. "We are here too," Sensei, who was watching the interaction with interest. "Nice to see you too, Tsuna. I hope there was no problem in the way," asked Hiruzen. "No, nothing of that sort happened other than Naruto beating the life out bandit who tried to make a move on me," said Tsunade, controlling her laughter. "He deserved it," said Naruto with a huff. Hiruzen laughed as he knew Naruto was very protective of his mother. Jiraiya was the prime example. Hiruzen felt bad for the bandits. "I would like to chat longer, but Naruto, you need to go to the academy as Genin exams are going on in the academy. Give this letter to the teacher. He will take care from there." Naruto took the letter and said, "Shunshin no Jutsu." He learned that too, asked surprised Hiruzen. Yes, Kakashi taught him that. In academy, Naruto stood outside the gate as he heard the commotion. Naruto slowly opened the gate, walked in, and gave the man standing in front of him letter. As girls looked at the new boy as the hungry wolf looked at his prey. Boys looked at him as he the thief who wanted to steal their limelight. Naruto observed their reaction. Some people caught his eye. First was the emo brother of Itachi and Ii. Second was the black-haired pineapple. Third was the Hyuga girl who used Byakugan on him and blushed after it. Last was the blonde girl who had tied her hair in ponytail. Naruto found both of the girls cute. Instructor then turned to Naruto. "My name is Irika Yumanoza, Chunin of Konoha. I served as an instructor at the academy. Please introduce yourself to the class." "Hello, my name is Naruto Senju. I have just moved in the village today and I am looking forward to working with you all," Naruto said with a smile. As soon as this word left the mouth of Naruto, there was pin-drop silence. Then hell broke loose. Girls were shouting that now they have a sun prince along with a moon prince. Boys were angry they had one more a-hole to deal with. The thing caught Naruto's attention was how the pineapple head was sleeping in all that commotion. Then suddenly Naruto heard a banshee scream that he was lying on being a Senju. "Make her stop, partner, she will break my eardrum." Naruto turned and looked at the pink banshee's eyes and asked why she thinks that. "There is no way you are a Senju, the only Senju left is Tsunade Samsa," said the girl with a smug grin on her face. "While you are talking about my mother, she has retuned to the village with me and will be looking after the hospital. If you want I can send you to the hospital so that you can meet her," said Naruto with a grin of his own. This caused the class to erupt in laughter and made the girl shut her mouth. "Nice going, partner, that will keep her quiet for a while." "That is enough, Naruto, take an empty seat." Naruto went and took a seat between the blonde and Hyuga girl. "Nice to meet you, I am Naruto Senju," greeted Naruto with a smile. The smile made both the girls blush. "Nice to meet you too, myself Ino Yamanaka. I am Hinata Hyuga," said the shy girl. Naruto gave a warm smile to both, which made their hearts skip a beat. Naruto passed the exam with easily. He went to Gigi's office. As Naruto got there, he found Gigi cursing at the paperwork. Naruto got an idea to use this opportunity to learn more jutsu. Naruto entered as Hiruzen saw him. A bright smile came on his face. "Gigi, have you seen Okayasan? Tsuna is in the meeting with council. I am going there too. You can stay in my cabin till then," said Hiruzen. "Gigi, can I read the forbidden scroll till then?" asked Naruto innocently. "No, Naruto, it's dangerous for you to do so," said Hiruzen. "If I tell you how to get rid of this paperwork, will you give me?" "Yes, now tell me how to do it," said Hiruzen with desperation in his voice. You know how to do shadow clown, right? Said Naruto with a smug smile. Hiruzen took out the forbidden scroll, gave it to Naruto, and left beating his head and yelling profanity. As Naruto began to study the scroll, he sensed someone trying to sneak in. Naruto waited for the person to come inside. As the person came inside, he looked toward Naruto. Give me that scroll, you brat, or you will die. Naruto's eye transformed into Manjikyu Sharingan. Kodo Amatsukami, said Naruto. And the person was under the control of Naruto. Naruto made him stand in the corner with his hand above him. Kurama, who saw this, was laughing his butt off. Hiruzen and Tsunade entered the Hokage cabin after the council meeting. As they entered, they saw Naruto sitting on the floor with scroll of seals in front of him. The thing intrigued them was why a Chunin was standing at the corner with his hand above his head. Before they could ask him was going on, the door of room once again opened and entered Itachi, Kakashi, a tall man with brown eyes, olive skin, short black spiky hair, and a beard. His clothing consisted of the standard Konoha ninja uniform with the sleeves rolled up halfway, flak jacket, regular shinobi sandals, and forehead protector. He also wore a sash that had the kanji fort fire marked on it around his waist, a pair of black bangles, and bandages wrapped around the arms of his sleeves. A fair-skinned woman of slender build. She has long black untamed hair reaching her upper back, and very unique eyes that are red in color, with an additional ring in them. Her outfit consists of a red mesh armor blouse with only the right sleeve visible. Overall, this is very broad material which resembles bandages with a pattern on it similar to those of rose thorns. Her hands and upper thighs are also wrapped in bandages, and she wears the Konoha forehead protector and regular shinobi sandals. Naruto looked at them, smiled, and continued to read. Hiruzen was the first one to come out of the shock. Naruto, who is that man and why is he standing like he is punished? Asked Hiruzen. I don't know who he is. He came to the office after you left and wanted the scroll of seals. So I put him in Kodo Amatsukami. I did not know what else to do with me. After all, he threatened to kill me. Said Naruto like it was obvious. Naruto, he is still in your control, right? Asked Itachi. Hi Itachi, nii, you can't escape from Kodo Amatsukami, said Naruto. Ask him to tell the reason behind his action. Said Kakashi. Naruto looked at the Chunin. As his eyes started to morph into Manjikyu Sharingan. This was shock to people who saw it for first time. As slowly man started walking toward Naruto. He slowly stood in front of Naruto. Kakashi recognized the Chunin. It is Mizuki, he is a Chunin instructor at the academy. Said Kakashi. Naruto was looking Mizuki in the eyes as Naruto's Manjikyu Sharingan started rotating. What is doing? Asked the man. He is manipulating him, said Itachi. I wanted to steal the scroll and give it to Orochimaru for 500 million ryo. Said Mizuki and fell unconscious. Hiruzen rubbed his temple in annoyance. Hiruzen asked Umbu to take him and lock him up. Naruto got up and gave the scroll to Hiruzen. I got what I needed, Gigi. What did you learn? Asked a curious Hiruzen. There was nothing new for me in there except, hack no fuinjutsu, 8 trigram ceiling style. I have got the theory, but it will take some time to master it. Said Naruto. The man was shocked that he dropped his cigarette. Naruto waved everyone goodbye and told Tsunade he is going home. To which Tsunade nodded. Naruto's body flickered to home. The boy never stops to amaze me. Said Hiruzen. Tsunade felt proud as she was his mother. As they were talking, Naruto came back. Gigi, have the teams been decided? Asked Naruto. Yes, they have been decided, but I am not telling you. Said a smug-looking Hiruzen. Don't tell me that, just tell me, is there a girl with pink hair on my team? Asked a desperate Naruto. No, there is not, said Hiruzen. Naruto jumped, fist pumped in the air, and said F.E. Tsunade smacked him on the head for cursing. Why are you so happy? Asked Itachi. Well, that girl is not a human, she is a banshee. Her scream nearly destroyed my ear, and worst of all, she is a fangirl. Said Naruto. Everybody had a sweat drop after hearing this. So which sensei has here in a team? Asked Naruto. Well, her name is Sakura, she is in Kakashi's team. Said Hiruzen. Naruto lost it after hearing this. He was rolling on the ground. Everyone also laughed. Kakashi, on other hand, had gloomy clouds over his head. After some time Naruto stopped laughing as he went to Kakashi and gave him earplug. This is the best one I have. Kurama uses same kind today. It were effective to some extent. Okay Asen, have you finished your work? Let's go home together, asked Naruto. Tsunade smiled and got up. She kept her hand on Naruto's shoulder and body flickered away. Well, that was something, said the man. Asuma, Kurenai, you are forbid from talking about Naruto's power. It will put him in a risky situation. Next day Naruto was sitting in the class with Hinata on his right and Ino on his left. He was talking with them. Suddenly a screeching banshee opened the gate and ran to sit next to Sasuke. Sasuke desperately looked for help as Naruto and every boy gave him a look of pity. Irika entered the class and started to announce team and sensei. Team 7, Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno and Sai. Your team leader will be Kakashi Hatake. Team 8, Kiba Inuzuka, Hinata Hyuga, and Shino Aburame. Your team leader will be Kurenai Yuhi. Team 10, Choji Akimichi, Shikamaru Nara and Ino Yamanaka. Your team leader will be Asuma Sarutobi. Naruto, as you joined late there were no available members. So you will be put solo with Itachi Uchiha, informed Irika. Sasuke was confused to why Itachi was released of Umbu duty and made Jonin. Sasuke politely raised his hand. Yes Sasuke, said Irika. Sir, my brother is an Umbu. Why was he released of his duty? Asked Sasuke. Well, Itachi has appeared in bingo books so his identity is not hidden, so he is being released, informed Irika. So sensei, why was he not appointed as our team leader as he could help me with Sharingan? Asked Sasuke. I asked Hokage-sama personally to make him my student, said Itachi, who just entered. Why? Asked Sasuke, who was a little upset that his brother picked Naruto over him. Because I can't properly teach you as you are my little brother. I won't be able to go all out against you, said Itachi. Naruto gave him a sly grin. Naruto, meet me at ground 1, said Itachi as he body flickered. Naruto said bye to Hinata and Ino and did the same. The class was shocked on Naruto's sudden display of body flicker. Naruto reached the training ground. He found Itachi standing in the middle of the ground with Hiruzen. What are you doing here, Gigi? Asked Naruto. Nothing much, Naruto. I came here to see the test Itachi is about to take. I want to see how much you have grown, said Hiruzen. What test are you talking about, Gigi? Asked slightly confused Naruto. Naruto, it's test to see if you worthy of being Genin. 60% of the students who pass academy fail this test. It's to remove the weeds, explained Itachi. So what do I have to do? Asked Naruto. You will have to take this bell from me. All moves are legal except Kurama chakra, said Itachi. Naruto took his stance. Itachi did the same. Hiruzen signaled. Naruto started channeling chakra to his feet and hand. In a blink of eye Naruto appeared near Itachi while SWNG a punch. Itachi backflipped and dodged the punch. The punch connected to the ground and created a crater. Itachi whistled after seeing the damage. Itachi did hand sign, Keton, Enden, as the flame bullet made its way toward Naruto. Naruto quickly made hand sign, Keton, Enden. Naruto made a wall out of water which neutralized Itachi's move but covered the ground with steam. It started to burn skin. Naruto made his hands seal, Kagebunshin no Jutsu. Naruto made 10 clones and scattered them across the ground with all 10 of them using Sharingan. It was unable to move undetected. Clone saw the moment in steam. It popped and the information went real. Naruto who motioned clone to attack. Clones rushed in the steam. As they approached near Itachi he exploded, killing Naruto's clone in the process. What was that? Shouted Naruto. Itachi took this opportunity and punched Naruto in the gut, which brought him to his knees. Itachi was about to deliver an axe kick to Naruto's head. As his foot was about to touch Naruto's head, Naruto went poof. As soon as this happened, vines came out of the ground and captured both of his leg. Itachi was about to make a hand sign when 2 chains came from side and tied his hand. Now Itachi was suspended in the air with both his hands and legs tied up. As steam cleared, Hiruzen found Itachi stranded in the air and Naruto standing in front of Itachi with a smug look on his face. But this changed when Itachi went poof. Damn it, I almost had him, shouted Naruto in frustration. He started doing hand signs but was stopped as Itachi punched Naruto in temple, which blacked out Naruto. Itachi held Naruto from falling face first in the ground. Naruto has improved a lot but he still lacks battle experience. Said Itachi. True, but he passed the challenge. He took the bell from you. Said Hiruzen with a grin. Itachi checked his belt and found that there was no bell. Then he looked at Naruto's hand, which was tightly shut into a fist. Itachi opened the fist to find the bell in it. When did he take it, Hokage-sama? When you started the fight and took the stance Naruto put you in Kodoamatsukami, he took the bell from you, or should I say you gave it to him? He took the bell but still wanted a fight, so he erased your memory. Naruto has truly outsmarted me. Said Itachi with a proud smile on his face. Itachi, leave Naruto with Tsunade and come in my office for official report, said Hiruzen. Itachi picked up Naruto in piggyback position and carried him to hospital as Tsunade took over the hospital. In Hokage office, all the team leader were present there except Itachi, who had yet to return. Itachi entered the office and apologized for the delay. Everyone started giving their report. Team 1 to 6 failed, so did Team 9. As they were too weak for Shinobi World. Team Kakashi, Asuma, Kurenai were the only one passed. Naruto passed too. Said Itachi, shocking everyone except Kakashi and Hiruzen. Hiruzen asked Jonin to leave, whose team did not pass. Hiruzen then looked at the remaining Jonin. Congratulations to you all, as your team passed, but now you will have to take their responsibility and show them the way of Shinobi World. Kakashi, your team is billed as Strike Force, teach them accordingly. Kurenai, your team if billed as an reconnaissance team, keep that in mind while teach them. Asuma, your team is billed as an intelligence support to tactical, operational and strategic level needs. All 3 Jonin nodded. Well, Itachi, Naruto does not have a team, as hardly anyone can keep up with that. Little BSTRD is too strong for his age. You will have to teach him all of the things, as he is good at most of them. You will operate as secret ops. Isn't Naruto too small for a duo like that? Asked Asuma. He may look small, but he is perfectly capable handling any situation thrown at him. Said Kakashi in completely serious tone. You and Naruto will also provide backup support to rest of the team. Said Hiruzen. Now you may leave, said Hiruzen. As the Jonin were leaving, they were talking among themselves. How did Naruto get bells from you? Asked Kakashi. Other 2 were curious as well. Well, he put me in Kodoamatsukami and took the bell, and I did not feel a thing. How did your team pass? Asked Itachi. While my team was not as strong as Naruto or smart, but they figured out motive of the test, that's how they passed. Said Kakashi with a smile. How was the girl that Naruto warned you about? Asked Kurenai. Kakashi's expression turned of pure horror. He was not lying when he said she was a banshee. She could make people go deaf with her scream. Said Kakashi with a pale face. Kakashi, you better protect my brother. If what Naruto said is true, then you will have to deal with a fangirl. Said Itachi, who was scared for the safety of his brother. I will do my best to make a kunoichi out of her. Said Kakashi with determination. And well, I am deciding on Naruto's new dress. Please choose one for Itachi. Let me know what you guys want. Naruto and Itachi were standing in front of Hiruzen to get their first mission. Naruto was excited to get his first mission. Naruto was excited as this would be his first step to become the strongest shinobi. Your first mission is to catch the demon cat Tora. Said Hiruzen with smile. I applied to be in shinobi. I think you have mixed up our task with someone, said Naruto. Itachi chuckled at Naruto's reaction. Naruto, most of the fresh genin need to do these type of missions so that we jonin can build a proper foundation for them. Explained Itachi. Naruto nodded. I will give my best, Itachi-sensei. Let's go and catch that cat. Said Naruto full of energy. Itachi smiled at Naruto's positive attitude. Most of the ninja would have not accepted it so easily. Itachi and Naruto left the room. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. Naruto made 5 shadow clone. Henge no Jutsu, said the shadow clone as they transformed into eagles and rat. The shadow clones scattered to have more ground coverage. Naruto went and sat on the ground in a meditative position. As Kurama relayed the information to real Naruto, Itachi silently watched Naruto. In few minutes Naruto had visuals and location on the cat. Naruto ordered other clones to reach the mark. Clones did as they were told, and within few minutes the cat was surrounded as real Naruto approached. The cat looked scared as it didn't have any chance to escape. Naruto got on knees, opened his arm for the cat to come to him on its own free will. Naruto did not like to force people or animals unless it was extremely necessary. Cat was hesitant at first but then came to Naruto. Naruto slowly lifted the cat in his arm as he rubbed her ears from behind, which made the cat purr and snuggle into Naruto. Naruto had a smile on his face. He gave a nod of appreciation to the clones as they began to dispel. Itachi, who looked all of this from far, was pleased to see Naruto's actions. Only thing Itachi was worried about was that Naruto was too pure for shinobi world. Itachi came down and ruffled Naruto's hair. "You did a great job, Naruto. Now let's go, Hokage-sama." Naruto followed Itachi back to the office. Hiruzen dropped his smoking pipe when he saw that Naruto had captured the cat within 15 minutes and cat did not seem restless. It was sleeping soundly in Naruto's hand. "You had just made a record, Naruto, for the lowest time it has taken someone to capture the cat." "What was the last record?" asked Naruto with curiosity evident in his voice. "It was 1 hour and 32 minutes. Naruto was happy that it completed the mission efficiently. The cat got up the noise as it started to make its way toward Naruto's head. Suddenly Kurama popped on Naruto's head. He let out a growl with killer intent. He smacked the cat with his tails. "My spot beach," growled Kurama. Cat got back to its original position. Naruto let out a small chuckle as pet Kurama on head, which made him purr. Hiruzen still had a strong time believing now Naruto treat the mighty best as his friend. Naruto gave the cat to Hiruzen and left to collect his payment. Naruto got his first payment as he rushed to show this to his mother. Naruto barged into the Tsunade's cabin in the hospital. "Okae-san, look, I got my first payment," said Naruto, who had an envelope in his hand. Tsunade smiled, hugged Naruto and gave him an embrace on the forehead. "It's time to celebrate after all. My Naruto-kun got his first income," said Tsunade. Naruto, Tsunade, and Shizen reached a small shop. Naruto read the name of shop. Ramen Ichiraku. Tsunade looked at Naruto and looked him in the eyes and said, "This is a special shop, Naruto. It's your parents' favorite place to eat." Naruto was now intrigued to see what was in this place that they loved it so much. As they all entered, the man behind the counter greeted them. "Welcome to Ichiraku. What would you like?" said the man behind the counter. "We will take 3 miso ramen," said Tsunade. "It will be ready in few minutes," said the owner of the shop. Naruto, Shizen, and Tsunade were talking as their order came. "Itadakimasu," said Naruto. As Naruto took first bite, there was explosion of flavor in his mouth. It took him 30 seconds to devour the whole thing. "I will have more, please," said Naruto. Everyone was shocked to see the empty bowl in front of Naruto. Tsunade smiled and thought, "What else do I accept from Kushina's son?" While the time Tsunade and Shizen finished their bowl, Naruto had took down 20 bowls. "Well, I did not thought I would see someone eat my ramen with this much passion other than Kushina-sama," said Itachi. Naruto had a smile on his face. Naruto had switched with Kurama on his 10th bowl as he wanted his partner to experience the taste. Kurama was very pleased with what he ate. After all, it had been decades since he ate something not like he needed to. After eating, Naruto happily went home with his Okae-san and his ain. Naruto slept like a log that day. Next day, Naruto was in the ground with Itachi, who was teaching him Keton, Gokakyu no Jutsu. Naruto did not hate problem in making a large fireball. Naruto had problem making it small and concentrated. As Naruto had surplus chakra, it was difficult for him to make it precise. Itachi was a good teacher as he was patient with Naruto. Naruto was hardworking, but he got frustrated when he could not see or feel the result. Naruto had all the 5 affinity as checked by Itachi. Strongest being his wood release, Mokuton, is a nature transformation Kekei Genkai, a combination of earth and water release. Others were a little bit weak but stronger than most jonin. Naruto got frustrated and put Kurama's chakra in the jutsu. Sad face Keton, Gokakyu no Jutsu. The fireball came out blue in color with much higher temperature. Naruto and Itachi looked at each other with their jaw hitting on the ground. Kurama was laughing his butt off in Naruto's mind seeing their reaction. Naruto and Itachi were doing a D rank mission, which was to paint the fence of an house. Naruto was getting anxious that he would only get D rank mission. He had done more than 100 D mission in the time of 2 months. Naruto knew that it takes 50 D rank mission to start getting C rank mission. Hiruzen was happy to give Naruto a C-rank mission, but Itachi wanted to train Naruto more, so he asked Hiruzen to not give him any mission outside the village. Naruto had learned Ken, he had yet to insert it, but it was learning quickly. He started making his own style with Kurama chakra. He called Tsunade style, Japanese, or, meaning foxfire. Naruto learned that by adding Kurama's chakra he could manipulate the techniques and made it more deadly. The flames in this techniques were blue and burned hotter and brighter than any fire, but they were extinguishable unlike Amaterasu. Naruto was done with the mission, so he reported to Itachi. Itachi went to report it Hokage. Naruto was going to home as he found Hinata standing alone outside the shop. She seemed too nervous to inside. Naruto went beside her and put his arm around her waist and pulled her closer to him. Naruto was no fool, he knew Hinata liked him and he found her attractive, so he was not going to let that chance go. Hinata was shocked from the sudden contact. As she turned behind, she found that Naruto was holding her. She blushed red and fainted. Naruto's sweat dropped at Hinata's reaction, but he knew the girl was too shy to do anything. So he picked her up in a bridal style and carried her under a tree, as he was not too sure where to take her. He was sure that she needed something from that shop, but he didn't know what she needed, and it would be a waste of time if she had to come back. So Naruto sat down under the tree and laid Hinata on his lap. Kurama was doing job of a third wheel as he motivated Naruto. Naruto was taught by Jiraiya. He was an expert in dealing with women. Except his mother, she was the only woman Naruto did not know how to handle her. He was taught by Jiraiya, but he was not a pervert, he respected them. As she was raised by a single mother. He knew if got caught he could always throw Jiraiya under the bus, after all he was his godfather. As Hinata slowly started to rise. Hinata opened her eyes. She saw she was under a tree. As she looked around she found out that she was sitting on Naruto's lap, which made her blush. She was about to faint again, but Naruto stopped it, pecking her on her cheeks, which made Hinata's brain restart. Naruto took this chance and got up while carrying Hinata in bridal style. Hinata was not sure what was going on, but she was enjoying it. Naruto carried her to the shop so she could get what she needed. Hinata requested that Naruto put her down as it was too embarrassing for her. Naruto put her down gently but held her hand, which was not an issue for Hinata. Inside Hinata's mind, Chibi Hinata was running around throwing confetti in air. Hinata got her ninja supply from the shop. Staying close to Naruto made her more confident. "Do you want to go someplace to eat?" asked Naruto. Hinata just nodded. As Naruto dragged her to his go-to food place. Naruto entered the shop with Hinata, while still holding her hand. Itachi saw Naruto and a big smile came to his face, as Naruto was his favorite customer. He enjoyed seeing satisfaction on Naruto's face as ate his ramen. Itachi welcomed Naruto inside and asked Ayam to put a close sign outside, as when Naruto comes he eats everything there in nothing left for others. Ayam saw Naruto holding a girl's hand. She squealed with joy. As she thought of Naruto as his little brother, and her brother brought a girl here, means he is interested in the girl or he was dating the girl. Naruto saw the reaction of Ayam and had a sweat drop. Naruto and Hinata are ramen with Naruto talking and Hinata replying as she was too shy to start the conversation. Naruto came to know a lot of things about Hinata, how her father treated her, how the clan treated her. He also came to know Hinata had a crush on Naruto since Naruto was 3 years. Naruto was shocked that she knew who he was. She explained how Naruto saved her from the bullies when she was a kid. She recognized the chakra signature and figured it out. She was happy for Naruto as he was getting a fair treatment. No. The thing that shocked Naruto, Itachi and Ayam was that how Hinata was able to eat same amount of ramen as Naruto. Naruto thought she had one of Kurama's sibling inside her. As they finished, Naruto asked to pack rest off the meat left with them. He was taking this for Kurama as Kurama loved the meat from this place. As they were done, Naruto escorted Hinata back to her home. As when they were about to reach the corner, Naruto pulled Hinata in a dark alley so nobody can see them. Hinata was shocked by this, but before she could say a thing, Naruto kissed her on lips. She was shocked but retuned it with an equal passion. Naruto rubbed her lower lip with his tongue, asking her for access to her mouth, to which she obliged as their tongue battled for depths. Naruto pulled her closer so much that there was no air left between them. Hinata put both of her arm around Naruto's neck and Naruto put his first arm supporting Hinata's head and other one on her, but which he squeezed to get him out of Hinata. as they separated after 15 min, both desperate for oxygen. Naruto thought this was only thing appropriate for their age. Naruto then dropped Hinata of her place, but not before some more kisses. Unknown to Naruto, Tsunade and Jiraiya were watching the whole thing from the start, as Jiraiya came to town and wanted to meet Naruto, but what they found was more than interesting. As Naruto left for home, they decided that they will have a talk with Naruto tomorrow, as it was a mother's job to embarrass his kid. Naruto woke up a little late this morning after yesterday's incident. He blushed a little after recalling the scene. Naruto went down to get something to eat. "Good morning, Okaya-san." Naruto cheerfully greeted his mother, which she retuned with equal enthusiasm. He found Jiraiya sitting next to her with a sheet-eating grin on his face. Naruto greeted him as he sat on table and started to eat his breakfast. As he was in middle of his breakfast, "Where were you last night, Naruto?" asked Jiraiya, which caused Naruto to choke on his food. Tsunade and Jiraiya were barely controlling laugh. Naruto looked at his mother and Jiraiya. Their expression told that they knew everything. Naruto sighed and asked, "How much did you see?" "Enough to make a new book," said Jiraiya, which made Tsunade bonked him in the head. "You will not use my kid for research of your books," scolded Tsunade. Jiraiya sadly nodded. "Naruto, I know we had our talk when you were 11, but I did expect you to move so fast," said Tsunade with grin. "Well, I didn't think it would happen this quick, but she is a very shy girl. If I did made first move, she would have kept it hidden for years," explained Naruto. "So what's her name?" asked Tsunade. "Her name is Hinata Hyuga. She is the heiress of the Hyuga clan." "So my Gaki scored a princess. Way to go, kid," said Jiraiya, who had anime tears falling from his eyes. "We already know you are going to have more than one mate, Naruto, according to Kurama, so you have to respect and love them equally. Don't let them question my parenting," said Tsunade in a serious tone. Naruto nodded. Well, whatever Naruto did yesterday was from the book Jiraiya gave him. "Nice going, partner," said Naruto in his mind. Tsunade turned toward Jiraiya, who was scared for his life. He got up and started running with Tsunade chasing him. Naruto and Kurama had silent prayer for Jiraiya, then they left. Naruto met Itachi on training ground. "Naruto, we are going on a C rank mission today. We are going to hunt a rough ninja. He has escaped with some village documentation. We are not 100% sure what is in the files. Our mission rank will change if the documentation is found important. Meet me at gate in 10 o'clock minutes." Naruto went home, prepared some scroll with kunai, shuriken, demon shuriken, and some food pill. He hung his katana on his shoulder and left for the gate. Itachi was already there waiting for him. Itachi checked Naruto's supply and weapons he was carrying. After inspecting everything was fine. They left for the last known location. They covered quite a distance in a small amount of time, reached the village in small amount of time. Moku Bunshin no Jutsu. Naruto made 10 wooden clone and spread them across the area. Naruto and Itachi entered the village in search of the Nin. After a few minutes, Naruto got a message from the clone that they found someone running outside the village. Naruto informed Itachi about the situation. Itachi took quick action and asked Naruto's clone to follow them as they cut off his exit route. Naruto's clone did as instructed. Naruto and Itachi cut off the running nin's path. "Surrender and hand over the documents and return to village with us. Maybe Hokage-sama will spare you," said Itachi. "Sharingan no Itachi, so they sent Umbu after me," laughed the man. "Come with us, or face the consequences," said Naruto. "You should keep quiet when adults are talking," scoffed a ninja. As Ninja started making hand sign, Naruto appeared behind him. Raikiri, Naruto chopped the neck of the ninja. Naruto was stunned as he did not wanted to kill the man. He was sure that he kept his chakra at lowest. Naruto suddenly started nauseating. He was about to fall, but Itachi caught him. Naruto looked Itachi in eyes with tears flowing from his. "I didn't mean to kill him, and I had my chakra at lowest. It was not supposed to kill him." Itachi looked Naruto and comforted him as it was his first kill. "Naruto, till now you have trained with some of the strongest in the ninja world. He was no match for you," said Itachi. Naruto, remember, in world it's kill or be killed. Shinobi in word is a noble profession. We fight, kill, even die to protect our loved ones. If you would have not killed him and he would have sold the information, then there would have been serious casualty on our side," said Itachi. Naruto took the advice to his heart. "Now let's return to the village," Naruto said with a smile. Naruto followed him back. As they reached village gates, Itachi asked Naruto to go home as he goes to Hokage to give the reports and document. Naruto left and Itachi shunshin into Hiruzen's office. Itachi reached an office and explained what had happened to Hiruzen. He felt bad for Naruto, then he looked at the documents and he was glad Naruto killed the ninja. "Itachi, this mission is turned into an S-class mission," said Hiruzen. "May I know the reason why?" Hokage-sama asked Itachi. "This document have the name of our spies in it. If an enemy got hand on this, it would have been over for our village." Itachi nodded. "Hokage-sama, I request from now on you give me and Naruto missions above B rank, as low rank will dull Naruto. He need to understand how the world works. He has stayed to protect it till now." Hiruzen agreed. Naruto as he reached home. Tsunade welcomed him. He ran and hugged Tsunade tightly and told what all has happened in mission. He was expecting Tsunade to scold him, but to its contrary, Tsunade praised him. She explained if he would have not done what he did, it would have put Itachi's and his own life at risk. Tsunade then told him how she had developed PTSD from letting Dan, the man she loved, bleeding out in her arms during a battle was incredibly traumatic and scarred her, but she got over it seeing the condition of Naruto when he was a kid. Naruto hugged her and promised her he would never let this happen again. Naruto was returning from his first S-rank mission when he thought it would be a good idea to take some flowers home for her mother. Naruto took route which lead to Yamanaka flower shop. Naruto entered the shop as found Ino standing behind the counter. Ino was in her thought she did not notice Naruto. Naruto took the opportunity and went behind her. He put his hands around her waist, pulled her closer and kissed her on the neck. This shook Ino out of her daydream. She looked around to see Naruto. She instantly had a smile on her face. She jumped and put her arms around Naruto's neck, pulling him closer for a passionate embrace. Naruto picked her up as Ino wrapped her legs around Naruto's torso. Naruto put Ino in the counter and deepened the embrace. As his hands moved on Ino's body, Naruto gently squeezed her tips, which made her Before Naruto could go any further, Kurama popped on Naruto's head and bonked him. Ino and Naruto separated. Ino was breathing heavily. She lied down on the counter gasping for air. "I know that you are at a growing age, but you are still too young for all this shit. I was not going to take it further that this reason, Naruto. Tell that to mini Naruto." Naruto looked down to see his strong friend as a blush came across his face. Ino looked at Naruto and let out a small giggle. Naruto helped Ino to stand up and gave her a quick peck on lips. Naruto and Ino have been dating for 3 months. Ino knows about Hinata. Kurama had explained them Naruto will have more than one mate. This was shock for the girls and their family, but Kurama ensured them Naruto had no control over it. Ino and Hinata both wanted to be head of the Harem, but according to Kurama it was not possible as Naruto and his mates were tangled in web-like structure. He had strong connection with them but not strong enough for them to become the head. Naruto already told them about Kurama as he did not like keeping secret from the people he loved. "Brat, get the stuff you came for. I don't want to see an angry mother. Especially if that woman is Tsunade." Naruto paled at thought of his mother's anger. Naruto went to flowers and picked some tuberose and yellow roses. He gave them to Ino, asking her to make a bouquet of flowers for his mother. Ino did that. Naruto paid her the money, kissed her, and made a dash for his home. Ino was always amazed at how much Naruto respected his mother, but she knew it was not all respect but the fear of getting his butt hooped by his mother. She can't blame Naruto as his mother was Tsunade. Naruto made his way to home where he found Tsunade having tea with Shizune. Naruto hid his presence and made his way behind his mother and put his palms around Tsunade's eye. "Naruto, you know that a mother can sense his kid, right?" asked a smiling Tsunade. "You are no fun," pouted Naruto. Tsunade hugged Naruto as his frown converted into a smile. Naruto gave his mother the flowers he brought for her. Then explained Tsunade what happened on the mission. He did this every time he came back from a mission. He liked to know what he could have done differently and it could have changed its outcome. Tsunade was about to leave but Naruto held Tsunade's hand. "Okay, son, wait, I have something to show you. I got it in the mission." Naruto quickly opened a scroll, placed his hand on it, and out came a blade glowed bright yellow and was apparently infused with pure electrical energy. Tsunade's jaw hit the floor when she saw the blade. She quickly took the blade from Naruto's hand to inspect it, and she was sure it was the blade her Tobirama Senju granduncle. "Where did you get this?" Naruto asked Tsunade. "I got it from a man named Aoi Rokusho, a jonin from Amigakure, and a missing nin from Konohagakure. He was a former instructor in Konoha. He tricked Idate Marino, his former pupil, to steal the legendary lightning chakra sword called the Sword of the Thunder God, which had once belonged to Tobirama Senju, the second Hokage, along with a secret scroll of how to use the sword at full potential. Idate was tricked into believing that this would grant him advancement to Chunin. Once the sword was in Aoi's hands, he fled the country with Idate." "What did you do off him?" asked Tsunade. "Killed him and fed his body to Itachi Sen's crow," said Naruto in a monotone voice. Tsunade patted Naruto on his head. She then gave the sword to Naruto as he was the heir of the clan. Naruto took the sword as put his chakra into the blade. The yellow blade turned into a blue blade as it also grew in length. Tsunade observed Naruto with curiosity. Then Naruto thought to put Kurama's chakra into it as the blade changed the color once more. Now the blade was crimson red in color. Naruto suddenly had an idea. He deactivated the blade. Naruto made Raikiri. He then started putting Kurama's chakra into it. The lightning turned crimson. Naruto, on seeing this, got excited and started jumping up and down. Tsunade bonked him in the head and scolded him from using jutsu inside the house. Kurama popped on Naruto's head. "Kid, why don't you fuse the sword with Susanoo? It will be more useful that way." Naruto did as he was told. When he was finished, Kurama was laughing so strong that he fell from Naruto's head onto the floor. "Why are you laughing?" Kurama asked confused Naruto. "Well, your great-granduncle hated Uchiha with passion. I am imagining the look on his face when he finds what you did with his sword." Naruto paled on his realization. Tsunade saw Naruto's face burst out laughing. As this was going on, Itachi came with urgency on his face. "Naruto, quickly get ready. We are leaving as a backup for Team 7 as their mission just converted into an A rank." Naruto and Itachi were running through the forest as they heard the sound of metal clashing. They increased their speed to reach in time and provide assistance. As Kakashi's squad came in view, Kakashi was battling the demon of the hidden mist, Zabuza Momochi. The Genin were protracting an old man. Itachi rushed to help Kakashi. Naruto went to check on Genin. Naruto looked at them and he found fear in their eyes. Naruto thought it was first time they experienced death. Naruto gave them food, pills and water, which Sasuke accepted humbly. Naruto stood in front of them in protective manner. As he observed the fight, Zabuza was having a strong time fighting two Jonin, both which had Sharingan. Kirigakure no Jutsu, hiding in mist technique, as Zabuza used this technique as thick mist covered the ground, making Sharingan useless. Naruto saw this and quickly made hand sign. Risenpu. Naruto produces a powerful stream of wind from their mouth which blew away the mist. Zabuza, who saw this, got pissed, so he ignored the Jonin and went for the blonde standing there. Naruto saw this and took out his mother's katana. Zabuza brought down the sword from over his head in hopes of overpowering the kid, but Naruto deflected the sword with one hand and delivered a chakra-enhanced fist in Zabuza's stomach, which threw him few meters before he hit a tree and fell down. Everyone who saw this was in awe, except Itachi, who knew how deadly was Naruto. Zabuza got up, put his blade on his shoulder and came forward. "Let's do a kenjutsu battle, kid. You impressed me with how effortlessly you deflected my sword," said Zabuza. Naruto nodded as he took the stance and put wind chakra in his blade. Zabuza and Naruto rushed each other at blinding speed. As clash of metal can be heard, Itachi and Kakashi were the only one who were able to see the battle as it was going to fast for other. Even Sasuke with his Sharingan was having a strong time seeing them. As the battle came to a standstill, both Naruto and Zabuza appeared at the position at which they had started. Both of them were covered in scars. Naruto had blood dripping from his left arm. Zabuza had few cuts, but those cuts were deep. Zabuza then looked at Naruto as a small smile came onto his face. "Kid, it has been years since someone had gave me a run for a money. By the way, how do you have the sword of Red Death?" asked Zabuza. "Oh, the sword belonged to my mother," said Naruto. Zabuza's eye came out in shock. No way, the FANG legacy of Red Death lives. Kid, did you know your mother was the only person in history who fought all 7 swordsmen and lived to tell the tale, or should I say we were lived to tell the tale? Naruto listened very closely. New information he got on his mother. With star in his eyes. You know, kid, I will let you go and promise not to attack the builder if you could show me the adamantine sealing chains, said Zabuza. As he said, 4 red color chain came out from Naruto's back. Zabuza and everyone else looked in awe as it was first time Itachi was seeing them too. Zabuza put down his weapon as he opened his pouch and brought out scroll. He threw the scroll in Naruto, who caught it. What is this? Asked Naruto. This is the sword style your mother used, said Zabuza. Why do you have this? Asked Kakashi. Well, when we lost to her I asked her to tech me the style, so she gave me this scroll, but I was never able to learn it as chakra requirement is way too much for a non-Uzumaki to learn it, explained Zabuza. Well, that's it then, I will take my leave, said Zabuza as he disappeared in the mist. Naruto looked at the scroll, smiled and sealed it in his pouch. Naruto injuries were healed by the time, but he was fatigued from the last mission as he did get time to rest. He was about to fall face first when Itachi caught him and carried him piggyback. The old man lead the way for them to home. As Kakashi sent a message to Hokage explaining the details. Sakura was quite the whole time now, asked Kakashi. Tsunade-sama is not known to be kenjutsu user. So why did he lie to the swordsman? He did not lie, he is the son of Red Death Kushina Uzumaki, said Itachi, who was listening to the conversation. I knew it. I knew it. He is a stupid faker with no clan who is using Tsunade-sama's name, shouted Sakura. She suddenly felt killer intent coming from Itachi and Kakashi. Try saying that to Tsunade-sama's face and see what happens. He has Tsunade-sama's blood flowing in his vein, said Kakashi. What was Uzumaki clan? Nii-san asked Sasuke. It was a very strong clan, Sasuke. It was the sister clan to the Senju clan. They were experts in fuinjutsu, said Itachi. What happened to them? Asked Sai. They were massacred. All 3 genin were shocked. Sakura said they were weak if they got annihilated. The Uchiha clan was massacred. Do you think we are weak? Asked Itachi with his Sharingan looking into his soul. No, but before Sakura could finish, Kasuke spoke. It took 3 nations 20 days to kill them. They wiped out 70% shinobi. Even after killing them, all the forces were unable to enter the compound. It's still intact with seals protecting it. Sai asked, why did our village not help them? We went to help them, but it was late. Kushina-sensei was one of those who went to help them. Seeing all of her people dead, she killed 4,500 shinobi that day, giving her the name Red Death. Tsunade-sama has raised Naruto. To me, whoever raises the child is considered his family. There are some exceptions to it, like Petasnake, said Kakashi. Naruto woke up, looked around and then went back to sleep on Itachi's back. Everyone had a chuckle at the scene. Naruto opened his eyes, looked around the unfamiliar surrounding. He got up and went downstairs where he found Itachi, Kakashi and others sitting on table having breakfast. Naruto joined them as they ate their breakfast. Tsunami, the daughter of Old Man, greeted Naruto. As everyone was enjoying the meal, suddenly the door opened and a child came inside. He wore a green jumpsuit with a yellow shirt and a simple pair of sandals. He also wore a blue and white striped hat. He looked at the people present there. He suddenly had scowl on his face. Why did you come here? Gato will kill you all, said the kid. The room grew silent as Naruto got up from the table and went toward the kid with a smile on his face. He got in his knees so that he could speak face to face with the kid. Kid, we here are ninjas from the Hidden Leaf Village. We are trained professionals. We know how to take care of the idiots like this. You have got nothing to worry about, kid, said Naruto as the others nodded in agreement. You don't understand. He has killed people. He killed my father. He threatened to RPE my mother, cried the kid. As the temperature of room dropped drastically, Naruto shut his fist tightly, turning in knuckle white. As he released his killer intent, people in the room were having a strong time breathing. Naruto saw this and stopped his killer intent. You don't need to worry about it. We can take care of him, Naruto said while ruffling kid's hair. Naruto went outside to vent out his frustration. He can't take action till the confirmation is arrived from Hokage. He was venting out his anger by punching trees, which was not a good option as trees were unable to chakra-enhanced punches. He was just creating a mess, nothing else, said Kurama. He promised to fix this with Mokun. Nothing will happen like this, kid, you need to understand that. I know you are pissed, but what good will it bring you to take out your anger on trees? You should go and sleep, it will help you. Will it calm my mind? No, but it will relax your body. Naruto nodded and lied on the ground and closed his eyes. As the soft wind blew, Naruto enjoyed the sensation. His body started to relax. He stopped thinking, which caused him to fall asleep. Kurama, being a sleeping expert, did the same. In the house, a monkey appeared with letter from Hokage giving them permission to kill Gato. It also contained a message for Naruto and Zabuza. Itachi got off and went to find Naruto. Itachi was in forest searching for Naruto. He saw the destruction of the place and thought Naruto would be near. As he approached the place, he found Naruto sleeping in the grass, but he was not alone. There was a girl sleeping on his knee. The girl wore long hair loosely and wore a pink, sleeveless kimono with pale red edges and decorated with small plum-colored swirls that went to her ankles. Around her waist was a simple white obi tied in a bow, and he wore a pair of light brown sandals with dark straps. Itachi did not understood how Naruto was able to get girls like they were bowl of ramen, and he had trouble asking Izumi on a date. He will take tips from Naruto later. Itachi shook Naruto. He slowly opened his eyes. He tried to get up, but he felt weight on his knee. He looked and found a girl cuddle next to him with her head on his teach. Naruto looked at Itachi for answers, but Itachi was busy laughing at Naruto's reaction. The commotion woke the girl up. She got up, dusted her kimono, and gave Naruto her hand to stand up. Naruto took her hand and got up. Who are you and what were you doing on top of me? Asked Naruto. My name is Haku and I work for Zabuza-sama. I came here to give the message, and the reason I was on top of you was. Naruto and Itachi leaned in to listen. I don't like to be at bottom, said Haku with a straight face. Naruto and Itachi fell face first on the ground. Itachi then asked girl to bring Zabuza to Tsunade's house as they had to discuss something with him. We will hear Zabuza's message there. Haku nodded and disappeared. Naruto and Itachi left for the house not before Naruto fixed the forest. After 30 minutes there was knock on the door. Zabuza and Haku came inside. All the Sinboy sat on the table. So what did you want? Asked Zabuza. Well, we reported the incident to Hokage-sama and he had sent a message for you. Itachi handed him a scroll. Zabuza opened the scroll and read what was inside it, and a smile lazed his face. Naruto, who was confused what was in the scroll. Zabuza saw this and gave Naruto scroll to read. As Naruto read the context of the scroll, his eyes bulged out. You have been summoned to support the resistance in Hidden Mist by Matermi, the head of resistance. All your charges will be forgiven and you will get a fresh start, said Naruto. All were shocked at this. Naruto, there is a letter for you too, said Itachi. Naruto read the scroll and his face had an evil grin. What did say? Asked Itachi. We all allowed to kill Gato, take fees of an S-rank mission from his belonging and distribute the rest to village and Zabuza equally to support the resistance. There was nothing in it for you to grin like that, said Itachi. Oh, he allowed me to go all out, said Naruto. Itachi went pale. Naruto got up and left. Where is he going? Asked Haku. He is going to kill Gato, said Itachi. He can't go there alone, it's too risky for him, said Sasuke. Well, Sasuke, you should pray for Gato because he is going to need it. We don't have to worry about him, he is strong enough to wipe 1,000 shinobi before he even broke a sweat. Everyone went pale at the statement. Everyone was returning from Land of Waves. Naruto finished dealing with Gato and his man after he got the letter from Gigi. The Genin were surprised when Naruto came back covered in BLD. His whole body was covered in BLD from head to toe, his blonde hair had turned red. Zabuza saw a little Kushina in Naruto with his red hair. Naruto went to Itachi, sat in front of him on his knees with his eyes looking in ground. Sensei, we have a problem, said Naruto. Itachi knew if Naruto called him sensei, matter was serious. What happened? Naruto asked Itachi. I may have developed lust for BLD, said Naruto, still unable to meet the eyes. Why do you say that? Naruto asked Kakashi, who was leaning to his door frame. When I killed them I felt no remorse, I did not felt pity, I enjoyed when I stabbed them. They begged for mercy and I didn't show them any, said Naruto as tears fell from his eyes. The three Jonin smiled at his statement. You do not have BLD lust, kid, What you are feeling is remorse. People consumed by BLD lust don't feel this, they feel joy in what they do. I am the prime example of this, said Zabuza. Kakashi patted Naruto on his head. What you did was the right thing to do. They have caused trouble to all the people in this land. If anyone deserved to die was them, said Itachi. What did I told you on your first kill? Naruto asked Itachi. It's either them or people you care about, replied Naruto. Naruto was feeling a lot better. No, he handed Zabuza and Tsunade a scroll each. What's in it, brat? asked Tsunade. It has money equally split in for both of you after we took our mission fees, said Naruto. Zabuza and Tsunade nodded. By the way, how much is in them? asked Kakashi. 200 million Rio, said Naruto. Everyone had their mouths hit the floor. Each, said Naruto. Tsunade fainted. Everyone was still processing the information given to them by Naruto. As Naruto left to take a bath. As Naruto entered the bath, he saw Haku was already there and naked. He apologized and was about to leave when Haku pulled him back and kissed him. It took Naruto a few seconds before he started to support her. It was battle of tongue, both asserting their depths. Naruto's hand explored Haku's body as firmly pressed her BRT, which made Haku his hands went down her smooth skin as Naruto explored her curves as he squeezed her butt. She removed Naruto's shirt and threw it on the floor. That was the only moment they stopped kissing, but returned soon. Naruto broke the embrace as he was not sure if he could hold any longer. Naruto washed off the BLD as he entered the bathtub. Haku joined him as she sat on his lap with her back on his seat and rested her head on his shoulder. Naruto held his hand around her stomach. Naruto and Haku then talked about half an hour in same position. Naruto told her about everything related to him, his mother Kurama, Hinata and Ino. Haku did not mind sharing Naruto as he was too good for a single girl. Haku told her about her situation, how Zabuza saved him and treated her like his kid. Naruto was about to ask he to come to hidden leave with them, but after hearing her speak about Zabuza and her father and daughter bond, he could not make himself do it. As they got out of bath, Kakashi saw them. He suddenly had a nosebleed. Naruto eye-rolled at his action. He gave her a quick embrace as they left to get dressed. Zabuza and Haku left for Kirigakure. No Sato, but not before kissing Naruto, which made Zabuza release his BLD lust. Naruto shrugged him off. Naruto had made a mental link with Hinata, Ino and Haku, so he could talk to them. Kurama was not in it as he did not wanted to hear the lovey-dovey couple talk. As they all left their own ways. As they were halfway toward village, Kakashi stopped them. So Naruto, tell me, how much did we make? asked Kakashi. We got 1 million Rio for S-rank mission, said Naruto. Well, Hokage did order to give the rest of the money to them. There is nothing we could do, said Itachi. Oh, I didn't say that was all we got, said Naruto with a smirk. What, you said you gave them the money equally, said Kakashi. I gave them the money equally. I never said anything about gold and diamonds I found there, said Naruto. You sly fox, said Kakashi as he ruffled Naruto's hair. Time skip. It's been a few days since mission in Land of Waves. Naruto was sleeping as his head rested on Tsunade's lap. She was drinking sake. He had his first drink today, and to say disgusting was least he could say. He had an headache. Kurama came out hearing about sake. He drank with Tsunade. He brought out him extremely high-quality sake. It was a fox sake. As all this was going on, Itachi came. Is he okay? asked Itachi, pointing at Naruto. He just had his first sake. It would take him some time to adjust, said Tsunade as she stroked Naruto's hair. Well, I had come to give him this, Itachi said, giving Tsunade a paper. You want him to enter in Chunin Senbatsu Shuriken, the Chunin selection exams. Do you think he is ready? asked Tsunade. You know him better than anyone, Tsunade-sama, said Itachi. I know what he is capable of, but I can't help but feel worried, said Tsunade. You can bet on him in the tournament, pointed out Itachi. Tsunade had money sign in her eyes, but they retuned normal as she looked at sleeping Naruto. I will ask him to hold back. He tends to go all out. Itachi smiled and left. Naruto, you have grown up so quickly. It was few months back you became a Genin. Now you are about to become Chunin. I am proud of you, Naruto. She kisses him on his forehead. Naruto, Ino and Hinata were leaving after they ate ramen, when they saw a square rock on the road. Naruto gave the signal to the girls to keep ignoring it. He knew it was Konohamaru and his friends, so he decided to have fun with them. Naruto and girls, Shunshin no Jutsu. On top of the building as they observed the confused kids. Naruto was laughing seeing the kids confused. The voice gained the focus of the kids. "I found you, boss," said Konohamaru. Naruto came down from the roof and landed in front of them. "How have you been, Konohamaru, Udon, and Moegi?" Naruto asked, smiling at the kids. "We are good, boss," answered Konohamaru. "Are they your girlfriend, boss?" said Konohamaru, pointing at Hinata and Ino. "Yes, they are," said Naruto with a grin. Girls had a small blush on their face. "Nice choice, boss. I was worried about you will choose the girl with big forehead and pink hair," said Konohamaru. They all instantly knew who Konohamaru was talking about. Ino laughed but asked Konohamaru not to make fun of her friend. "So you were saying that I have a big forehead?" Konohamaru slowly turned his head to see a Shinigami. Konohamaru did the only logical thing possible at that time. He ran away with his friends behind him. Sakura ran after them. Naruto and others slowly followed him as he did not want to see his little brother get hurt. As they approached, they saw a man holding Konohamaru by his collar. Naruto moved quickly, kicking the man, and held Konohamaru near his knee. The boy in catsuit flew and hit the wall strong. The blonde Kunoichi was shocked to see the state of his brother. She was about to take her fan to attack but was stopped by a clone of the boy. Naruto looked at the girl and asked her to stand down. She did, as she did not have any other option. Naruto then went and healed the boy in catsuit. Once he was healed, he thanked the blonde and apologized for his action. As all this was going on, a red-head kid observed this from tree hanging upside down. Naruto looked the kid in eyes. "Kid, that boy there is a Jinchuriki. I can sense my brother is sealed inside him. The seal is not stable. I doubt that boy would be stable." Naruto nodded, but he was excited to meet a kid like him. The boy teleported in front of Naruto. He looked at the two kids from Tsunade. "You guys disgrace the name of our village," said the red-head. Naruto looked at how he treated his teammate and did not like it, but he was not going to judge him. The red-head boy then turned toward Naruto. "What is your name?" asked the red-head. "My name is Naruto Senju. What's yours?" "I am Susanoo Gaara." Naruto nodded in acknowledgement. "Mother wants your BLD," said Gaara. "I didn't. Chibi had mommy K&K," Naruto thought in his mind. "She can come after me, but I guarantee my mother will come after her," said Naruto with a smirk. The two kids behind Gaara paled on thought of facing a Sannin. We will see about that with that San sibling left, but not before blonde Kunoichi gave Naruto a flying embrace. Naruto returned the favor with a wink. Naruto then turned toward his friends and warned them not to engage the red-head in fight. Naruto's tone left no room for arguments. Time skip. Naruto was excited as today was the day of Chunin Senbatsu Shuriken. Naruto got ready, ate his breakfast, kissed his mother goodbye, and left for the examination. Naruto entered the building not giving a single F's about the genjutsu. He walked past the kids to third floor. He reached the room. He found Itachi waiting in the room. Itachi saw Naruto and smiled. He then sent him to main room. Naruto entered the room. He felt the killer intent from people. He walked past them like it was nothing and sat on the corner table. Slowly teams from Konohagakure started coming. Naruto saw people releasing their killer intent to scare his friend. Naruto released his killer intent and everyone was having a strong time breathing. He slowly lifted his killer intent and room was quiet. He got grateful looks from his friends. An ash-gray hair man with onyx eyes approached the teams and told them how he was a veteran and had card which had information on them. Naruto looked at the San siblings and called the girl. "Hey," greeted Naruto. The girl nodded and gave her name as Temari. Naruto asked her if their village gave the information on people's mission. "No, it's kept hidden," said Temari. "Then how come that guy has report on Gaara's mission?" asked Naruto. "I don't know," was the answer he got. Temari did not know what got on her, but she suddenly sat on Naruto's lap. Naruto was shocked but did not mind it. He put his arm around her waist as he leaned and kept his head on Temari's shoulder. Temari was known to bold, but this shocked her brothers too. As this was going on, a smoke popped in the room and came out Ibiki Marino. Naruto knew him as he did hunting mission for him and brought back his brother who was now in prison for stealing from the village. As everybody sat on their respected seat, they got paper. Naruto saw the question and knew it was a test to cheat. Either copy from one of the few genin that can answer the questions or from one of the chunin embedded with the examinee. Naruto did not had to much effort as a 1,000-year-old fox told him every answer. Naruto was done in 15 minutes, so decided to sleep. He woke up to Ibiki shaking him for last question. He straightened his back and looked him in the eyes with confidence. They are first warned that, if they answer the question incorrectly, they will not be allowed to take the exams ever again. If they forfeit, which also disqualifies the rest of their team, before hearing the question, they will be allowed to retake the exams another time by Ibiki. Out of the 157 student, 58 left. You all pass. There is no 10th question. It was a test. If a genin is willing to face the unknown of the 10th question, they are ready to be a chunin, explained Ibiki. There were protests from the student calling the test unfair. There is nothing fair in a life of a shinobi. We kill people for money. The soon you learn it the better is it for you, said Ibiki. As this was going on, window shattered and came in young woman who was of slender frame. She has light brown, pupilless eyes. Her hair, black with a blue tint in the manga and violet in the anime, is styled in a short, spiky, fanned-out ponytail. She usually wears a custom-made outfit that is crafted of thin metal mesh to fit the lines of her body that covers her from neck to thigh. Over this, she typically wears a tan overcoat with a purple inseam and a pocket on each side, a dark orange miniskirt, a dark blue belt, and pale gray shin guards. In addition to the typical forehead protector, she also wears a small pendant that looks like a snake fong. You let 58 pass. You must be getting old, Ibiki. If you can't intimidate kids, don't worry, I will cut the number in half, said the women. She looked at the students as her eyes landed on the Naruto. She squealed as she ran and hugged the kid as she buried his face in her sistis. Naruto hugged her back. He was getting glares from the boys as they wanted to be in Naruto's position. It's been a while, Gaki, said the woman. Last time I saw you was when you were bullying Kakashi and Anko Onizen. Naruto said with a smile. I wasn't bullying him, said Anko. You tied him on the chair and burned his book in front of him. Naruto answered. Oh, that's what he gets ignoring his hot girlfriend, said Anko with a sigh. Anko then looked at the student and said, report on 44th training ground within an hour or you are disqualified. Anko and Naruto shunshin away. Everyone was shocked but moved slowly. Naruto reached the ground with Anko. Ankone Orochimaru is here, said Naruto in a serious tone. Anko was shocked but she knew better to question Naruto. I will go and inform Hokage, you wait here. Naruto told what he was told. After few minutes the candidates started appearing. As everyone was there, Gaara approached Kabuto. Give me information on Naruto, Senju demanded Gaara. Everyone wanted to know about the blonde. Naruto did not mind his information being given as he could judge how good was the spy. Kabuto put chakra in paper and information came and he read it. Naruto Senju, son of legendary Sannin Tsunade Senju, heir of Senju clan, student of Itachi Uchiha and Jiraiya of the Sannin. Mission report 50D rank, 50C rank, 100A rank, 25S rank, 1SS rank. As the information was released, Naruto appeared behind Kabuto and in a single slash beheaded him. This caused chaos to erupt. Naruto did not mind it. He brought out a sealing scroll and sealed Kabuto's body. As Anko appeared, she saw Naruto covered in BLD and everyone pale except a redhead who looked excited. What did you do, Naruto? Asked Anko. Nothing, just killed a spy, replied Naruto. How did you know that he was a spy? One of the contestant. My SS rank mission is a SSS class village secret. Nobody knows about it except Hokage-sama and Itachi and I. They're in record of it. Nothing has been mentioned about it in any written document. There was reports submitted about it. If he had this information, he must have most of the village secrets, said Naruto. True, he had information on our village too. He knew about Gaara and his mission detail, said Temari. Everyone nodded. Naruto gave the scroll to Anko. Anko briefs the candidates on their objectives for the second portion of the Chunin exams. The test is structured such that at least half the teams will be eliminated. Before entering the Forest of Death, all teams will be given either a heaven or an earth scroll. Once inside the forest, the genin must take the other scroll from another team. Only those that make it to the tower in the center of the forest with both scrolls will advance to the next stage of the exams. Anko hands out the scrolls and opens the forest gates. Naruto got the Heaven Scroll. As soon as he entered the forest, Naruto went for Tsunade your team, which was right next to him. He put them in Genjutsu, then used Kotoamatsukami to get the scroll from them. He knocked them out by a karate chop. He got Earth Scroll from them and made his way to center of the forest. He was not worried about Orochimaru as Itachi was in the forest, he could sense him. So he went to the middle of the ground, opened the scroll. Kakashi came out telling him that he had passed in record-breaking time of 1 hour and that now he had to wait for the exam to finish. He also got the current situation on Orochimaru. He wanted to help Itachi, but he was not allowed to leave, so he went to a room in there and started to meditate. As he did that, his sensory vision increased, so he guided Itachi to Orochimaru by the help of Kurama. Naruto made a link with Itachi and Kurama for meeting purpose. Itachi made his towards Sasuke as according to Naruto the Petasnake was after his brother. As he reached there he found Sakura unconscious and Sasuke and Sai hurt. Itachi started to attack the pedo as dodged. Itachi summoned his crows to battle with Snake as he activated his Manjikyu Sharingan and put him in Tsukuyomi. The snake had strong time escaping it but escaped. Naruto was unable to sense him, which means he was outside the village. Naruto then relaxed knowing everyone was safe from pedo. He went to sleep. Naruto was waiting for second phase to end as he had been waiting for 5 days now. He finished the test way to fast. The Sans siblings were next as they did their test within 97 minutes. For most of the time he practiced meditated talk to his mother as she was there to overlook the injured. He spent some time with Temari and had developed a relationship with her. Naruto found that Gaara and Ichibi were unable to sense Kurama. According to Kurama, it was my Mokutan Kekkei Genkai that prevented it. I was thankful for that. I did not wanted to deal with a BLD thirsty man whose sister I was dating. It was in bad combination. According to my observation, Gaara is not insane, it's the seal that is placed on him is weak that lets his emotion and Shikaku's emotion contradict. Kurama says Biju have a mass hatred and bloodlust that they harbor and the Jinchuriki have to deal with drawback unless they are in complete sync. I was glad Kurama was not like that. I wanted to help him but it would cause a conflict between village. He had planned to do it between the match as everything is legal in a match. Naruto was summoned down where he saw other Genin. Hokage came to address the candidate with his mother. Naruto smiled when he saw her, which she retuned. Man, she is hot, I could totally F her, came a voice. Kiba had no filter when he spoke, but when realization hit him he looked at Naruto. Naruto had a look which promised death in most painful way. Tsunade and every other Jonin who knew Naruto was sure Kiba would not survive today. Hiruzen calmed down the situation by starting his speech and how they were going to have a single round of randomly selected one-on-one matches is held where only the victor will get to continue on. Participants' advancement to the finals is no longer contingent upon the success of their teammates. Anyone who wants to forfeit is free to do so. First match Sasuke Uchiha vs Yoroya Kato. Sasuke wins. Second match Sakuabumi vs Shino Aburame. Shino wins. Third match Misumi Tsurugi vs Kankuro. Kankuro wins. Fourth match Sakura Haruno vs Ino Yamanaka. Sakura was happy that she lost Ino as a competitor for Sasuke but was not happy that she chose Naruto over Sasuke. The match resulted in a double knockout. Fifth match Tenten vs Temari. Temari wins. Sixth match Shikamaru Nara vs Kin Tsuchi. Naruto knew Shikamaru was very lazy and would probably forfeit the match, so Naruto pushed him inside the field, making him unable to forfeit the match. Troublesome blonde was reply he got from Shikamaru. Shikamaru wins. Seventh match Naruto Uzumaki vs Kiba. Inuzuka. Kiba went pale after seeing him name against Naruto. Naruto on other hand, who was like a kid on Christmas. Naruto made his way down. Kiba let his ego get the best of him. Instead of forfeit, he thought he would beat Naruto and take all his girls and mother. Kiba made his way in the field. As the match began, Kagabunshin no Jutsu. 40 clones came out. 2 immediately disappeared and knocked out Akamaru and gave it to Hinata. Rest of the clones circled Kiba. Kiba had no time to react as kick connected to his CT, sending him backward. He got kicked from back, which made him return to his original position. Next he got a nasty liver blow from right which made him cough BLD. It was followed by an uppercut which made him flew in air. 2 of Naruto clones kicked him, increasing his height, which was followed by an axe kick him head. As Kiba fell, the impact created a Carter. Naruto came from top, delivering an chakra-enhanced fist to the concrete next to Kiba's head. Make a comment like that again and your dogs will have a strong time finding your bones. This is a warning, said Naruto in bone-chilling voice. As Kiba laid in a 50 feet deep crater. Naruto walked off. Naruto wins. You see that Lee, it was a full taijutsu match except for 2 moves. Said Guy, it was like he was telling Kiba he is not even worth to make Naruto use those moves. Said Asuna. 8th match, Hinata Hyuga vs Neji Hyuga. Naruto in full match heard Neji speaking bullshit and hurting his girl. As Neji was about to deliver finishing blow to Hinata, Naruto appeared in front of him, delivered a taekwondo kick which threw him across the field and created a hole in wall. Naruto healed Hinata. Neji was declared the winner. 9th match, Gaara vs Rock Lee. Naruto observed the dedication of Lee and his fighting spirit. He decided he will heal Lee's chakra coils. He was also worried about Gaara, as according to Kurama him bloodlust was way too high for his human form. The seal may have weakened since he last saw him. At the end of fight, Gaara won. 10th match, Dosu Kinyuta vs Choji Akimichi. The kid made fun of Choji's weight and was punished by being steam-rolled to the ground. Choji won the match. The finals are held a month after the completion of the preliminaries so that finalists have a chance to recuperate and prepare. This also allows news of the matchups to get around and attract greater publicity for the event. The finals consist of one-on-one tournament battles refereed by Genma Shiranui, informed the Hokage. Everyone left to relax and prepare the matches. Naruto went to see his mother. Tsunade hugged Naruto and told how proud she was of him. Naruto wanted Tsunade to train him for the finals. She was happy to train him, but Jiraiya was coming and he wanted Naruto to get a summoning contract. So she told him to wait as she had something special planned. Kurama had an evil smirk on his face as he would not let anyone give him summoning contract. He had got the most valuable contract that one could get, which belonged to Otsutsuki clan. No one had ever been chosen, but Kurama was sure his father gave him this for exact this moment. Naruto was sitting in hall hearing her mother argue with Ero Sensei, Itachi and Gigi on which summon should he get. Tsunade wanted him have Katsuyu. Jiraiya wanted Naruto to have Gamma. Itachi wished to give Naruto Karasu. Hiruzen wanted Naruto to While all this was going on, Naruto was playing with the summons, which they called out to attract Naruto. Kurama came out and dragged Naruto outside with other summon. Listen, K, all this summon are strong and specialize in their own way. You won't be able to eat them, so I have a summon for you. Kurama cut his hand little. He did hand sign and then touched the ground. As he did this, a scroll came out which was red color with golden engraving on them. Every summon was shocked to see this scroll. I thought it was a myth, said Katsuyu. It's not a myth, just a well-hidden secret. Will Naruto be able to handle the summon, asked Fukasaku. He is the only one. We must go outside the village or it will destroy the village. Which summon is this, asked Naruto. You will see. You all go and inform Tsunade while we begin the process. Naruto and Kurama appeared outside the village as they headed to a hidden area. They reached a valley. This seems far enough. As Naruto undid the scroll, Kurama asked Naruto to write his name and put his fingerprint on the paper. Naruto did as he was told. He then did the hand sign and slammed his hand on the ground. As he did, that day changed into the night. The ground started shaking and came out a black dragon of height 1640. 42 feet, 500 meters. The dragon was 5 times the size of Kurama and Kurama looked scared. The dragon roared and Naruto's knees wobble. Who dares to summon me, came an ancient voice. Naruto steeled his nerve and responded. I am the one summoned you. The dragon looked around for the source of voice. Down here. Down here. Dragon saw a kid with blonde hair jumping up and down waving his arms. This amused the dragon as it has been first time he was summoned in this world and his appearance seemed to terrify people. Now here he was in front of a kid who was jumping up and down to gain his attention. The dragon reduced its size to come face to face with the kid. Naruto looked at the dragon as it shrank and came closer to him. Naruto could not hold his curiosity and came and started to touch dragon's scale with star in his eyes. Kurama, who saw this, went pale as according to his father, dragon don't like to touch. Kurama fainted after seeing that the dragon was enjoying the rub. So why did you summon me, kid? Well, you see, I am in shinobi. I was taking an exam, so they gave us 1 month to practice and train. So my mother wanted me to learn her summon, which is a slug, and my godfather wanted me to learn Toad summon my Gigi, and sensei wanted to learn their summon, but according to Kurama I would not be able to master them because of my hybrid BLD line, so he gave me your summon. Ha ha ha, you summoned me to pass a exam. Well, that, and I wanted to get a summon. So will you be willing to personal summon for me? Asked Naruto with his voice laced in hope. Well, kid, you were able to summon me, so you have what it takes to be a dragon summoner, but for me to be your personal summon we need to do a ritual. Naruto jumped up and down with excitement. Naruto may have grown, but things like this brought out his inner kid. The dragon opened Naruto's mouth and hut his palm with his nails and poured his BLD in Naruto's mouth. Naruto was about to GG, but Kurama held his mouth, preventing him from doing so. As BLD went down his system, he lost conscious. Naruto opened his eyes to see that he was floating in a lake. As he got up, she saw a woman with a white dragon. Naruto could not stop looking at the girl. The girl was a pale-skinned woman with delicate facial features. She had extremely long, sweeping white hair. She possessed white clear eyes, and her eyebrows were cut very short and round, a symbol of nobility, and she wore a red shade of lipstick on her lips. Naruto was unable to hide his attraction toward her as BLD rose to his cheeks, and he blushed. The girl saw this, and a gentle smile came on her face. This increased Naruto's heart rate. Naruto's summon came out from behind and went toward the white dragon. As Naruto paid any attention to the dragon, as he could not take his eyes off the girl. Naruto thought the girl looked cute as a bunny. Naruto wanted to hug her. The girl had blush on his face. Naruto did not know the reason behind it. Idiot, she can read your mind. Came the voice of Kurama in Naruto's head. The made Naruto to blush. His face went full red as steam came out his ears. He buried his face in his palm, refusing to look up. The girl approached Naruto and slowly lifted his head by her hand. Naruto looked her in the eyes and his mind went blank, so his body did only thing that was expected. He leaned to embrace her. The girl didn't mind the reaction, it seemed like she appreciated it. They both locked their lips as the girl put her tongue in Naruto's mouth. Naruto gave access as he wrapped his arms around her waist, pulling her closer, which made Naruto lose his balance and fall on his back. Now the girl was on top of him, still kissing. After 10 minutes they broke embrace. As they looked each other in the eye. They were going for round 2 when they heard a hem. Naruto and the girl looked at the voice 2 dragon looking at them with a smirk on their face. Naruto's face turned cherry red, but the girl's face remained emotionless. So you finally meet your soulmate after centuries, Kaguya. Spoke the white dragon. Kaguya nodded, but with a smile this time. Naruto, we dragons are bonded by soulmates, so the person who summons you also enters the chain. Tonwin and I are soulmates, so that naturally make the 2 of you soulmate. Naruto's brain was not functioning, but he liked the girl, so he had no problem with it. Naruto, you remember the BLD I made you drink? It will change your DNA structure, so prepare for it. Will also make you immortal. As the black dragon said that, Naruto let out a ear-piercing scream as fell on ground and started to thrash around. Kaguya looked worried as she got down and put Naruto's head in her lap and held his hand to comfort him. This indeed helped. Naruto's blonde hair started into black as their length increased to his waist. He grew a couple of inches. As Naruto stopped moving and opened his eyes, Kaguya could not help but be mesmerized by those eyes. They were light blue and with rings around them with 9 tomo on them. Naruto was still laying on Kaguya's lap. He slowly got up and looked the dragons in eye. This is the first time I am seeing a Rinna Sharingan of this color, and he has them in both of his eyes, said Tanwin. It's first time for me too, said the black dragon. Naruto wanted to see that they were talking about, so he looked at his reflection in the lake. He tried to deactivate them, but they did not close. Naruto looked at Kaguya. How do you deactivate them? Asked Naruto. They can't be deactivated, they are permanent, told Kaguya. So does this mean I lose the ability of Sharingan? Asked Naruto. No, you have them, but they will not change, explained Kaguya. Sweet, so I don't have to hid them anymore. What can these eyes do? Asked Naruto with star in his eyes. Well, you can cast infinite Tsukuyami and change dimensions. Naruto was not sure how he felt about infinite Tsukuyomi. He did not liked trapping all the people in the world, but he liked change dimensions. The Black Dragon asked Naruto to remove his shirt so he can give him his personal summon mark. Naruto removed his shirt and Kaguya blushed. Naruto saw this and asked, "Like what you see within smirk on his face?" Kaguya blushed even harder no. The dragon brought his claw and touched Naruto's back. Naruto felt like his whole back was burning, but it stopped eventually. Kaguya looked at the back and moved her hand around the back to feel the marking. The marking were in a shape of dragon which was roaring. Naruto was unable to see the marking on his back, so he asked Kaguya to show her marking so he could get an idea. She blushed. She lifted her kimono so he could see the mark. Naruto's jaw hit the ground. He could hear Kurama laughing in back of head. Naruto was not expecting the mark to be there, but he appreciated the view. The dragons then left them alone as they flew somewhere. Naruto and Kaguya talked for hours as she told Naruto about everything about her. She told how she got influenced by Black Zetsu and how she was sealed and she would be revived. Naruto wanted to help her, but she asked let the things go according to his plan. When she arrives they can be together. Naruto was happy to be with her but did not want others to get hurt. So he asked if they could reverse the damage done. She laughed at his question and told him he was on the same level as her and she was a god, so of course they could reverse the damage and bring back the dead. She also explained it will bring all the nation together. Naruto then kissed her few more times then left. As he was about to leave, she asked him to come back as frequently as he could. Naruto gave her a last passionate embrace as he went to real world. He saw not much time has passed since he left for another dimension. That is because time works differently in dimension. Naruto came in his mind to see Kurama, but he was not there. In its place was a black wolf with 10 tails. "Who are you and what have you done to Kurama?" shouted Naruto. "It's me, Naruto. The summon contract added 1 tail worth of chakra, making me Jubi." Naruto went and touched the fur. It was softer now. Naruto lied on Kurama's head. "What will your sibling think? Will there be 8 Biju now?" asked Naruto. "They will not care as it does not matter. No, when Minato tried to seal me, some of my chakra fell aside. Now that chakra will take my old form and become Kyubi. Well, you look a lot more cooler now. You have grown in height, your fur is soft, and you have the same eyes as me," said Naruto. "Well, all this if fine, you need to worry about how Tsunade will react to your black hair marking on your back and eyes." Naruto went pale on thought of him mother's rage. "You can be a god, but your mother can still beat the shit out of you." As they were discussing all this, Naruto felt Tsunade and other coming this way. "Best of luck, partner." Tsunade was worried as Naruto and Kurama left to do summon outside the village. She knew Naruto could take care of himself, but a mother's heart refused to believe that until she sees him with her own eyes. Hiruzen, Itachi, Jiraiya were just behind here. As they reached the place, they saw a kid with black hair sitting there with Naruto's cloth on near the river bank. Itachi was about to ask the boy if had seen Naruto, but Tsunade bonked the kid's head. "I was worried, Naruto. What if something went wrong? What was the hurry? You could have waited for me or someone before leaving," scolded Tsunade before hugging him. Naruto rubbed the back of his head. Tsunade looked in Naruto's eye. "What happened to your eyes?" asked Tsunade with concern. "Oh, it is because I bonded with the personal familiar. It changed my eyes and hair and increased my height," said Naruto. Tsunade then went to check if was hurt somewhere. Naruto was dying from embracement. Tsunade then lifted his shirt to see his back. Naruto knew he was fed now. Tsunade screamed as she proceeds to pull Naruto's ear. "Naruto, you are my only son. I am not letting you turn into emo," shouted Tsunade. As Naruto explained, it was a personal summon marking. Everyone else laughed at the mother-son interaction. Tsunade then asked Naruto to summon his partner so they could see what his summon looked like. All the summon were present there as nobody wanted to miss seeing Naruto's summon. Naruto did the hand sign and cut his thumb and placed it on the floor. The sky turned dark as a loud roar was heard in the sky. They all looked up to see a gigantic dragon in the sky. Jiraiya fell on his butt. Others had their jaws on the ground. "Why did you summon me, Naruto? I don't see a threat." "I wanted you to meet my mother," Naruto said, pointing toward his mother. The dragon brought himself down in front of Tsunade. "It's nice to meet you, young lady. I am the summon of Naruto. My name is Ryu." Tsunade was too stunned to speak. "You are free to go now, Ryu." "I think they are a little shocked," Ryu went back to his dimension. Itachi was first to come out of the shock. "Well, Naruto, that's one hack of a summon," said Itachi while Naruto grind. Tsunade patted Naruto on head, showing her affection and proud feeling. Tsunade then looked at Naruto and asked why is he not deactivating his eyes. He explained that these were permanent. He also explained that Kurama was now Jubi. Then they all retuned home as it was getting late. Naruto explained Itachi power of his eye. Itachi was glad Naruto still had the ability of Sharingan, as he did not want it to lose the last connection to Shursui he had. He was also glad that now Naruto could freely use the power of his eyes, as now they were in no way related to an Uchiha Sharingan. Naruto told Tsunade about Kaguya. He did not told Jiraiya about her, as he did want any book in name of his love. It's been a few days since he got the summon, so he started to focus on fuinjutsu. He summoned his great-grandmother Mito Uzumaki to teach him. Tsunade went pale when she saw her grandmother, as she only feared her grandmother and she was standing in front of her. Mito was surprised, but she welcomed it as she got the chance to meet her first and last great-grandchild, as Tsunade had no plan to marry, as her only goal was to raise Naruto. Naruto told her how he had met with his great-grandfather and he taught and played with him when he was little. Mito made Naruto her specialty sukiyaki with soba and udon. Naruto and Tsunade both licked their plates clean. Tsunade to missed her grandmother's cooking. Mito taught Naruto seals, which made the Uzumaki deadly. She taught him suppression seals, BLD seals, and binding seal. She also taught him deadliest seal, the chakra suppression seal. If used correctly, this could enable the person from using chakra ever again. The seal dissolves after use, so there is no chance to study and copy it. Naruto had a good time with his grandmother. 1 month passed quickly. He trained for the most of time. He went on dates with Ino, Hinata, Temari. He visited Kaguya in other dimension. He also learned Dragon Force taijutsu styles from Ryu. Kaguya taught him how to swap dimension. For each trick she taught him, he had to pay here in Embrace. When Embrace turned into full makeout session, it did not know, but he enjoyed it. Today was the day of final stage. The people of village were excited. Many people had came to see the fight. Naruto and every other jonin was on alert for invasion. Naruto learned about the invasion from Temari. She told him that she found her father's behavior fishy. He was ignoring the suggestion of the elder. He was focused only one thing, that was to attack. Itachi, Jiraiya, and Tsunade were personally guarding the Hokage. Tsunade and Jiraiya were there as VIP, and Itachi was in his Anbu uniform. Naruto was tasked to deal with Ichibi. Kurama wanted to play too, but he had to wait till he was out of the village. Naruto's eye were registered as a new dojutsu and was classified in Senju BLD line. Naruto's Susanoo had also changed, as now it had black dragon design all over its armor rather than plain gold color. Naruto was standing in the waiting room with other participant. They were waiting for everyone to show up as they had start the match. Naruto's first match was against Neji. He had decided to beat the fate sheet out of him. He was going to have revenge for Hinata. Naruto did heal Lee in between the month, but when he wanted to heal his chakra coils, Lee refused, stating that he would become a ninja on taijutsu alone. Naruto respected his wish. Lee earned Naruto's respect, which was a strong thing to do. Naruto still put some chakra in Lee's body, strengthening his muscle. Now he was twice as stronger and faster than before. Naruto was listening to his Gigi giving speech. As the match were about to begin, all the competitors got on the field. Naruto had the first match. He was not worried. He was facing Neji. He had nothing to fear. Naruto was going to show the village that Mokutan was still alive and the village was safe with him being there for them. He knows how village treated when he was 3, but he knows rage blinds people from making right choice. As Naruto and Neji were called in the field for their match, Neji was smiling as he had fate on his side. Naruto was deciding if he should full kill Neji or not. "Naruto, you better not kill Neji," shouted Itachi, who knew Naruto's look before a kill. Naruto smiled and waved at him. Match begin, and Neji took the stand to block and counterattack. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. 20 Naruto came out smoke as they circled Neji. Neji activated his Byakugan so that he can get a better view of the situation. The clone started throwing shuriken and kunai at Neji. Hakusho Kaiten. The Hyuga clan was surprised to see that a branch family member was able to learn the technique of main house. Neji blocked all of the shuriken and kunai. Naruto knew he would not be able to use any long-range attack as Neji would block it. Naruto did not want it to get close to Neji as he could use Juken. Naruto's best option was to tie Neji. Naruto mind-messaged his clones to release the Kongo Fusa. The clones did as they were instructed. Chains came out of their back. Neji tried to block the chains but they were too fast for him. Within seconds his hands and legs were tied and he was suspended in the air. The real Naruto rushed to deliver a chakra-enhanced punch but at the end moment Neji used Kawarimi no Jutsu. As the fist connected with the wood it was blown into hundreds of splinter. The force of the punch reached the audience. The people were glad they were watching and not against him. Kiba was glad Naruto let him of the hook. Naruto then began to chase Neji as delivered devastating punches to Neji. Neji was barely dodging them as he looked in craters made by the impact off the punches. Neji then tried something which he regretted instantly. He tried to close the distance between them to use Juken, but he met with a sweet uppercut. Neji flew in air because of the impact. Naruto jumped in air delivering a roundhouse kick to his face. With that Neji flew in air and was embedded in the wall. As Neji was unable to fight, Naruto was declared the winner. Naruto made his way back. As everyone clapped at the display of power by Naruto. Tsunade was proud and happy as she won a jackpot as she bet on her son. Jiraiya was worried that Naruto would lose because of Tsunade's bad luck, but according to Tsunade, Naruto is extremely lucky. We can see that from his Harem, said Jiraiya as he cried anime tears. Hiruzen was happy but he knew Naruto was not even using 10% of his power. The imposter snake was not liking how strong the Senju was as well as the new type of eye he had. Orochimaru wanted to do experiment on it, see its power. Next match was Kankuro vs Shino. Aburame Shino won the match as his bugs absorbed the chakra from Kankuro which made him unable to move. Next match was Temari vs Shikamaru. Nara Temari win as Shikamaru quit the match after irritating Temari. The last match was between Gaara vs Sasuke Uchiha. Gaara came to the field but Sasuke was nowhere to be found. Gaara was about to be declared winner when in a swirl Sasuke and Kakashi appeared. Naruto had to admit the entry was badass. As Sasuke took a stance, Gaara stood there waiting. Sasuke attacked him from every side but Gaara's sand protected him from every move. Sasuke then used Lee's move which pushed Gaara back. He slowly started increasing his speed as his punches and kicks were coming close. They had yet touched Gaara. Gaara started to use his sand like a wipe which caught Sasuke's leg and threw him in the wall. Sasuke got up, activated his Sharingan. Naruto looked at the lightning in the hand of Sasuke and knew Kakashi taught him Chidori. As Sasuke's attack nicked Gaara, blood started dripping from his face. Gaara lost it as he entered a spherical sand ball. Naruto knew invasion was about to start. Naruto looked at Hokage box and knew it had started. The box was filled with smoke and Shishinjin placed on top of it. Naruto knew he had nothing to worry as Itachi, Jiraiya and his Haya could take care of one petasnake. Temari kissed him and left to help the Jonin. Naruto came to the field, asked Sasuke to help Jonin and informed him about the invasion. Sasuke did as he was told as it was situation of emergency. With Hokage, Hiruzen, Itachi, Jiraiya and Tsunade were standing against Orochimaru. Surrender Orochimaru, you have no chance against 4-on-1. Then let's make it equal, said Orochimaru. Kuchios, Edo Tensei, as 3 coffin came out of the ground. As their lid fell, all 4 of them went pale. The 3 shinobi that no one wanted to face came out of them. Hashirama Senju, Tobirama Senju and Madara Uchiha came out of them. Hashirama looked around. Looks like we have summoned into the world of living, said Tobirama. Where's my Gaki, asked Hashirama. What are you talking about, asked Madara. Well, only my great-grandson knows how to do this jutsu properly, as I cannot use my full power, it must not have been him, said Hashirama. Orochimaru used this opportunity to put kunai in back of their head, gaining control of them. It's the end for you, laughed Orochimaru. As all this was going on, Naruto was looking at Gaara who had started to convert into Shikaku. Naruto could have stopped the process but it would have killed Gaara. So he waited. He felt the presence of his great-grandfather and knew Orochimaru must have summoned him. Moku Bunshin no Jutsu. Naruto sent his clone to help his mother. Naruto looked as Gaara's body was covered in sand, his left hand converted into a big claw. He had a tail coming out of his back. Naruto knew this was the time. Naruto made 2 clones. The clones moved to both of his sides. Kodo Amatsukami, Kongo Fusa, Hokage Shiki Jijuin Jutsu, Kakuan Nit Ten Sui Shu, as clones, and Naruto said in union. Chains came out of left clone which tied Gaara. Right clone brought out 12 wooden pillar with spikes embedded in it. The clone touched Gaara's forehead using it to suppress chakra. The real Naruto kept eye contact with Gaara as the person need to be in the vision of user for Kodo Amatsukami to work. It was impossible for a Jinchuriki or a Biju to escape from it. Even Kurama, who was a Jubi, had a strong time escaping it. Gaara slowly started to morph back to his human form as he fell on the ground unconscious. As Ichibi was suppressed by Naruto's clone. Naruto thought it would be a good time apply seal on Gaara. Hak no Fuin Shiki. Naruto applied the seal on top of the seal and used Kurama's chakra to break the first seal, because of which he did not had to extract Ichibi to reseal it. Naruto put the key in a scroll and BLD sealed it inside Gaara's arm. No body searches key next to the lock was Naruto's reasoning of doing so. Then Naruto's clone took Gaara's body into the stand for safekeeping. Naruto went to his mother to help her. With Hokage Hiruzen Tsunade were shocked at how low Orochimaru has fallen to summon to creators of the village to destroy the village. Orochimaru looked at the field and laughed. Looks like your kid is going to die today. He is facing Ichibi. As they all looked at Naruto. Within 5 minutes he took down Ichibi. Orochimaru's jaw hit the floor. He looked as tried to enter the barrier and was unable to enter. You may have defeated Ichibi but you won't be able to enter here and you will have to look I kill Tsunade, said Orochimaru. Naruto was not one to get scared by threat, but they were facing top 3 shinobi in the world. He knew if he used any jutsu it would take a lot out from him and he won't be able to fight. He knew the only way he was going in there he would use the power of his eyes. Naruto looked at side of barrier as the sky split giving him the route. He appeared in front of Tsunade. Everyone was shocked to see the move as they have never witnessed such move. Now let's kick your butt, said Naruto. Kuchios, Edo Tensei. Naruto did the same hand sign as 2 coffin came out. As the lid of first coffin fell, Hashirama and Madara went pale. As the second coffin lid fell, Orochimaru went pale. Out of coffin came out 2 red-head ladies. They looked around, then they saw their favorite blonde who was not blonde anymore. Mito and Kushina went to Naruto and hugged him and he returned. Kushina went and pulled Naruto for becoming an emo Uchiha. Itachi took offense to that but he was not going to talk back to Red Death. You may have the technique but my Edo Tensei is superior, said Orochimaru. Well, you may have strong fighter but they could only use 10% of their power while I can use 100% of their power. It's still 3 on 2. Said Orochimaru. Well, I wanted to fight Madara myself, said Naruto with an evil smile. Madara nodded as they both took the fighting stance and in a blink of eye they were on each other's throat. Mito took Hashirama, Kushina took Tobirama. Others battled the snake. Madara was having fun fighting the kid. He wanted to go all out but Orochimaru was weak to bring out him in his 100%. He used many jutsu against him but the kid blocked them easily. He was unable to use Rinnegan as Edo Tensei was weak. He thought the kid was worth enough to see Susanoo. Madara released his Susanoo. Naruto looked at amazement as it was way bigger than Itachi's Susanoo but still small to his. He decided to give Madara shock off his life. He activated his Susanoo. Everyone stopped fighting to see Naruto is Susanoo. Tobirama twisted his head faster than humanly possible. Tsunade, you had an kid with a Uchiha, shouted Tobirama. Tsunade said that he was not an Uchiha but did have the eyes of one. Madara's excitement reached his peak when he saw Naruto's Susanoo. It was bigger than his Susanoo. It was gold color with black dragon design on it. Then Naruto pulled out sword of Susanoo and Tobirama lost it. He went to corner with gloomy clouds above his head as he cried tears to how his sword was used in an Uchiha technique. Naruto could hear Kurama laughing his butt off. Murata brought out his sword. As they both attacked, Naruto cut Madara and his Susanoo in half. Tobirama jumped with joy as Madara fell by his sword. Kushina took the opportunity and put a blade through him. Mito had already beaten Hashirama, as even after death he was scared of his wife. Orochimaru, on seeing his plan has failed, run with his tail tucked between his leg. Naruto was not letting him get away this easily. He made Raikiri in his hand and added Senjutsu chakra in it and threw it toward Orochimaru. Orochimaru was not able to dodge the fast move as it went straight through his stomach. Orochimaru fell on the ground, which could be described as the grossest thing in the world by Naruto. He had to stop himself from gagging at the sight. Orochimaru spit out a copy of himself from his mouth, which had no wound. Orochimaru then used this time escape. As the evasion ended, Konoha came out victorious. Naruto well on his back as he relaxed. Tsunade picked Naruto like a kid and took him home. As Hiruzen went to check the condition of other with Itachi and Jiraiya. Naruto was walking toward Hokage's office as he observed the village being rebuilt. The village, as they took a lot of damage in infrastructure, there was no casualty but spread of people were down. As Naruto reached the office, he saw there was no secretary in front of office, so he straight went inside the office. He saw his Okayasan sitting on Gigi's chair. Naruto looked to see Hiruzen sitting on the couch. Tsunade saw Naruto's confused face and decided to answer his question, but Hiruzen started speaking. You see, Naruto, I have finally managed to convince your mother to take my seat as the 5th Hokage, told Hiruzen. Naruto smiled and hugged his mother, congratulating her. So I am gonna be 4th Senju to become Hokage, Naruto said, giving her his signature grin. To which Tsunade smiled as she stroked his head. Naruto was still confused how Gigi managed to convince Okayasan to take the seat. Naruto asked the same question to Gigi. There were 2 reasons for that. First, she will be able to stop councils from taking actions against them, forcing you to marry someone you don't want. Second, she can have direct control over any actions over you, and added benefit, she gets all the alcohol that comes from different villages. Naruto knew his mother's love for alcohol, but he knew no amount of alcohol could make her do paperwork. He was happy that his was ready to this far for him. He hugged her tightly. He then went and stood in front of her. Naruto, today you were summoned here for the performance in Chunin exam. We have decided to promote you to special Jonin. Naruto smiled as he was given the Jonin vest. Naruto took the vest with a smile. Who else has been promoted? Asked Naruto. Shikamaru, Nara and Sasuke Uchiha have been promoted to Chunin. Naruto was happy that his friends got promoted. What happened to Gaara and his siblings? Asked Naruto. Naruto, they are currently in hospital as they took some injuries. When they recover they will go back to Sunagakure. Won't people hate them for helping us? Asked Naruto. They want, as Sunagakure never intend to attack Konoha. Their Hokage was killed by Orochimaru and he took position to plan all of this. Naruto then left office saying his goodbye to Gigi and Okayasan. He straight headed to hospital to check on San's sibling and his girlfriend. He reached the hospital, asked the room in which they were resting. He had picked flowers from them with some fruits which was fresh out of his garden. He entered the room to see Temari, Kankuro sleeping and Gaara sitting in the bed. How are you feeling? Gaara said. Naruto giving him flowers and put the fruit basket in table. Gaara looked at him. I am fine, but I can't hear mother anymore, said Gaara. Gaara, that voice was never your mom. It was of a chibi. He uses trick to manipulate you. Why don't you sleep and take rest? Asked Naruto. If I sleep, a chibi will break free and cause chaos, said Gaara. You don't have to worry about that anymore. I have placed a new seal on you. Now you can sleep peacefully. The seal allows you to use a chibi's chakra without his emotions affecting you, said Naruto. For the first time since he met Gaara, he had a smile on his face. As soon as Gaara's head hit the pillow, he was out. Naruto could not help but smile. Gaara looked like a panda with dark circles. Naruto sat beside Temari as he held her hand. Naruto did knew when, but he felt asleep. He woke up as someone was stroking his hair. He tilted his head to see Temari. He got up and kissed her, which she returned. Naruto then looked at others in the room. Kankuro and Gaara were still asleep. Naruto got up and climbed Temari's bed. They both lied down in such a manner that his face was buried in hers and his hands were on his, but with her hand around his back. He was enjoying this position, so did she. They stayed like this for half an hour. Then Naruto had to work, so he kissed her and left. He told her about new Gaara's seal, so she was not worried about Gaara going berserker. Naruto left the hospital to meet Itachi and show him that he has been promoted. Naruto entered Uchiha compound which looked like Ghost Street. He went to only house which had light on them. He knocked on the door. The door was opened by a fair-skinned woman with long, straight black hair with bangs hanging on either side of her face to roughly frame her cheeks and black eyes. She wore a simple dark purple blouse with a red plum skirt and a light yellow apron normally worn over it. Naruto greeted the lady and asked the whereabouts about Itachi. She welcomed him inside the house. Naruto entered as she called Itachi. Itachi came down. As he looked at Naruto, a smile graced on his lips. Naruto was wearing his Jonin vest. Itachi came and hugged him, which returned. Naruto told him what has happened and how he was a special Jonin now. Itachi had planned for Naruto which he had to discuss with Tsunade-sama. Itachi's mother was a kind lady and like all mothers she enjoyed teasing his son. She told Naruto about Itachi's crush. Naruto's ears stood up like a wolf's. Naruto started to get more information about the lady his nii had a crush on. Itachi knew he was fed by the looks Naruto was giving him. Naruto was going to have time of life teasing Itachi. The lady also told him about Sasuke's crush, and to say he was shocked would have been an understatement. He straight up fainted. Itachi had to carry Naruto home. In between route Itachi he met Izumi in between. Naruto was awake but he was not letting this golden opportunity. After hearing her talk, Naruto knew she was the one for Itachi. She had no bad intentions behind her. Naruto also knew his nii sucked with girls. The girl was straight up flirting with him and Itachi was too dense to see it. Naruto knew he had to do something or else his brother would die. Version. It has been a week since Naruto was promoted. He has not done missions since the exam. To be honest, he tired. Today was the day he was getting a mission. He reported to Hokage office with Itachi to get his mission. Itachi has told Naruto they will be a part of new hunting unit, which would be on par with ANBU in terms of confidentiality. Their general task will be hunting the Rouge Nin and eliminating them if required. Naruto and Itachi were standing in front of Tsunade to get their mission. This is an S-class mission. You two will enter Otogakure and will do a reconnaissance mission. You know Orochimaru was the one who founded this village. He must have people in there who were kidnapped. You are free to bring back refugee as they will prove assets for the village. Naruto and Itachi nodded and shunshin away. They got their new cloths for the mission. Naruto's outfit, Itachi's outfit. Naruto was not sure how his mother allowed him to wear this much black. Not that he was complaining. Naruto had to cover his head with an hood as his mother dyed his hair back to blonde as according to her he looked way too much like his great-grandfather. Naruto and Itachi met at the gate off village. Itachi did his routine inspection of supply Naruto was carrying. They left from the village. While traveling he asked how did he convinced his mother for this much black on his outfit. Itachi told their work required them to stay hidden as long as they can and black was the only color that did not stand out that much in the field except for desert and snowy area. Naruto nodded. According to Jiraiya the village was only a cover-up. Main thing was the stronghold was built below a tree. They had a hunch that all the main and important documents will be kept here. They reached the area as Naruto made Kagabunshin no Jutsu and Moku Bunshin no Jutsu. The shadow clone transformed into the animals and scouted the area. The wood clones merged with the trees for closed scouting. Itachi and Naruto waited till they got the information. According to the clone there was no signature of Orochimaru in the area but the area was heavily guarded. There were few shinobi in trees, few guarding the entrance to stronghold and there was a team patrolling the area. They decided to take out the patrolling team first. Naruto brought out his katana, coated it with the wind chakra and dropped within the group and in one clean swipe he beheaded 7 members of the team. No one got the chance to scream. Itachi dumped the body in pit and burned them with Amaterasu as they did not produce light so they were perfect for this type of mission. Itachi then went for the shinobi hidden in the trees. He made clones which put each one them in Tsukuyomi and put a kunai through their throat. The mission was easy till now. They disposed many shinobi which would have been a threat later if they called backup. Naruto walked to the guards as they looked into his eyes. It was over for them. He put them in Koto Amatsukami. Itachi never get out of the fact how cool Naruto's eye looked when they glowed blue. Naruto and Itachi entered the base which was a long dark tunnel as things started come in view. At the end of tunnel was a huge metal gate. Naruto used his dimension to bypass the seal placed on the door. Nothing could have prepared Naruto for what he saw. He instantly pucked at the sight Itachi was having a strong time not doing the same. The room was filled with huge containers filled with chemicals in which body parts of human snake were floating with many of their parts missing. Itachi went and started going through the paper in search of something important. Naruto went to the next room. The room did not look like much, it looked like prison cell which had blood splattered all over them, which was not creepy at all. The last cell was one that caught Naruto's eye. The last cell had someone inside it. Naruto broke the lock and went inside to see the person. Naruto saw that it was a girl with red hair with bite marks all over her body. She was wearing messy torn cloths. It didn't look like she had eaten in weeks by the condition of her body. Naruto knew she was an Uzumaki as only they had natural red hair. Naruto picked the unconscious girl and went to Itachi. Itachi was going through paper when he saw Naruto bring in a girl. Naruto explained how he found her. Itachi asked him to lay the girl in couch and help him go through the papers. They went through all the paper. They found very crucial paper. They found a ring with some symbol on it and a sword which Itachi sealed in the scroll. Naruto and Itachi carried the girl and scroll outside. Naruto planted high number of explosive seal in the stronghold which exploded when they were at a safe distance. There was nothing left of stronghold as they deemed it to be dangerous to be in hands of the snake. They retreated for the village. As they were on the way to village, the girl started to stir awake. She looked around to see unfamiliar scenery. Naruto asked how she was feeling. She was scared at first, then slowly she started to open up. She told them how she was kidnapped, how she was being used as an guinea pig for experiment. Naruto told there is nothing to worry now as they are taking her to the Konoha. She would be safe there. They gave her food to eat, which she are like she haven't been fed in months. Naruto carried her back to village as she was too weak to walk. Kakashi and his team had just returned from their mission. As they met other Jonin and Chunin in the dango shop. As they were talking to each other, they felt a presence. They looked at the roof of building. They saw Naruto standing there looking at the opposite side. Kakashi appeared next to Naruto to see what was going on. Other Jonin did the same as they looked at the direction at which Naruto was looking. They saw Itachi walking with Izumi with their hands interlocked. Everyone saw this, smiled, then they looked at Naruto. "It's not nice to spy on your sensei's date, Naruto, it's unyouthful," said Guy. "Oh, I am not spying on him," replied Naruto without taking his eyes from the duo. "So what are you doing now?" asked Kurenai with a hint of amusement in her voice. "I'm making sure he does not F this up," said Naruto. "What do you mean by that?" said Kakashi. "Oh, what has he not done? He showed up late, was about to take her to worst restaurant, and is way too nervous around her or something he has done till now." Everyone had a sweat drop. Naruto then looked at the man that was approaching them with a knife. He would have been a civilian as he did not had any chakra signature which made them strong to spot. Naruto quickly vanished and reappeared in front of the man and kicked him in the sea. He flew into an empty street where Naruto's clone were waiting for the man. As the man came flying, they caught him and shut his mouth so he did not attract Itachi's attention. Other Jonin followed him soon after. Naruto's clone took a kunai and stabbed the man as tried to scream, but another clone shut his mouth. Naruto looked man in the eye and said, "You know why I stabbed you before asking you a question?" The man rotated his head back and forth. "It's to show you if any question I ask and I feel you are lying, you will start to loose your fingers." The man nodded his head vigorously as tears fell from his eyes. Naruto ignored his tears as continued his interrogation. Enko, who saw this, was being turned on by Naruto's interrogation technique. According to information, the man just a poor idiot who saw a picture of Itachi and cash price on him and forgot to read flee on sight warning. Naruto's clone took the man to prison. As they all went to look after Itachi's date again, Naruto created several blockages so Itachi's date went smoothly. He had asked Ino to give flowers to Itachi as he was stupid enough to not understand the way she looked at the girl holding the flower. Naruto had enough of this sheet, so he decided to take the direct approach as he started to mind message Itachi mocking his dense behavior and told let the pro deal with it. He started by sending them to Ramen Ichiraku where his clone had already told Tucci what was going on, and he was happy to help them. He even closed the shop for others so that the couple could have the privacy. They enjoyed the dinner as Kakashi and other held Naruto from going Ichiraku himself for ramen. As they came out, Izumi had to go as it was getting late. Naruto instructed Itachi to escort her home. Itachi did as he was told. Naruto and others followed them but keeping their distance. As Itachi and Izumi reached the house, Naruto asked Itachi to embrace her. Itachi refused. Naruto teleported behind the tree where only Itachi could see her as he held a big sign. Embrace her or I will put you in Kodoamatsukami and you will do more than just embrace. Itachi was sweating now but he gathered courage as he pulled Izumi closer and kissed her on the lips. Izumi put her hands around his neck and deepened the embrace. Izumi then pulled Itachi inside the house. Naruto could hear Itachi's mental cry for help and chose to ignore it. I have 5 girlfriends and this was the hardest date I have managed. It is easy to date Kaguya than to help Itachi, all the girls protested in his mind. Which he laughed off. Everyone went to drink including Naruto who was mentally tired from the amount of bullshit he had to go through today. As everyone was little drunk they made a challenge to who could make Kakashi bring down his mask without any jutsu or it would have been too easy for Naruto. Enko was also interested in seeing his face as they are dating and had kissy but he refused to remove his mask. Everybody tried but no one was able to do it. Everyone tried to blackmail him but failed. Naruto was too drunk to play for which Kakashi was glad as he had Kakashi's darkest secret. As Naruto was leaving he threw a photo on the table. Enko saw the photo and fainted. Same happened with Kurenai as Guy and Asuna saw the photo. They ordered Kakashi to never remove his mask as they would lose their girls. Kakashi took the photo and burned it destroying any evidence. Enko got up, hugged Kakashi tightly as she whispered something to Kakashi which made him blush as picked her up and Shunshin to their home. Slowly they all left for home. Naruto reached home as Tsunade waited for him. He told all the incident and brought her some sake which she appreciated. Today was special day as Jiraiya was retuning from his trip. Naruto was waiting at the gate for his arrow sensei. Naruto held Jiraiya at high respect for surviving his mother's punches for him. As he saw the white-haired man arriving he rushed to hug the man. Jiraiya hugged him back and ruffled his hair. Naruto and Jiraiya walked in the village discussing about recent event. He also told him about his missions and how did Itachi's date went and Jiraiya got his idea for his book. As they arrived at Hokage office, Naruto and Jiraiya entered as Tsunade looked at her guest with a smile. Jiraiya greeted Tsunade as they talked a little. Jiraiya then got serious and asked Tsunade to ask Umbu to leave. Tsunade did as she was told. Jiraiya activated a soundproof seal. I've came across a certain group which compromise of S-rank missing Nin. They are going after the Jinchuriki of the Biju, they call themselves Akatsuki. Told Jiraiya. Tsunade's smile dropped as her face hardened. We have nothing to worry about as they do not know that Naruto has Biju inside him. Said Jiraiya. Hey. I have a name, you know that right? Naruto and Tsunade laughed at Kurama's antics as Jiraiya smiled sheepishly. But what about other Biju and Jinchuriki? Asked Naruto. Well, I have given the information to other village but I don't see them taking actions except 2 villages. Kumogakure and Sunagakure are the only villages taking actions for protecting their Jinchuriki. Rest are just sitting there waiting for Akatsuki to get rid of them. Said Jiraiya. How could they do that? Jinchuriki are people too, do they not care for what will happen to them? Asked Naruto. Most villages look Jinchuriki as a weapon, not a person. Said Tsunade. So what are we gonna do? Asked Naruto. We will wait as we do not want to start a nationwide conflict. Said Jiraiya. And let them die? Asked Naruto. We don't have manpower to support an all-out war with a nation. You have seen the level of Chunin we have. The civilian council destroyed the academy so that their kids could pass. They don't know the basic of survival. How do you plan to go on war with this kind of situation? Said Tsunade. Naruto, she is right, you don't win wars with broken soldiers. You have got other things to worry about. You have still not told Tsunade that Ryu is going to take you for training for 3 years. Wait, what? Shouted Tsunade. Well, Naruto laughed sheepishly as rubbed back of his hat. Tsunade got up and whacked Naruto on head. Naruto fell on the floor winning from pain. So you are going for 3 years and you did not think it was important for you to inform me, said Tsunade in a calm voice, but it sent a chill down the spine of Naruto and Kurama. I was ABD to tell you, stuttered Naruto. When were you planning on doing that, asked Tsunade. Today when sensei came, said Naruto. Jiraiya looked as Naruto he knew he only calls him that when he was ready to PSS himself, and who could blame him? Tsunade was scary when she was angry. So when do you have to leave, asked Tsunade. Tomorrow, said Naruto. We are going home, Jiraiya, follow me, we will do work tomorrow. Tsunade was not ready to separate it from here baby just yet. That night they had Tsunade's home-cooked meal as Tsunade spent full day with Naruto. Next morning was about to leave, but that moment was too much for Tsunade to handle as she let her tears fall. Naruto hugged her, which calmed her a bit. But Naruto had to leave as he hugged her as he was teleported.